USCF Vero Beach. Christian FM.
Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Countdown to Kickoff. Brought to you by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready for Vero football. Christian FM Sports brings you the insights into the Fighting Indians with Matt Paris, Bobby Paris, GT Paris, Gary Paris. Now, the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
It's the second round of the playoffs. Hey, Vero Nation, welcome to Countdown to Kickoff. We are at South County Stadium in Port St. Lucie for round 2. Last week, round 1 featured Vero Beach on the road in Palm Bay against Heritage. Bit of a battle early, but Vero used a ground game with some key passes to edge the Panthers 28-17. Vero moves to round 2 and faces district rival Treasure Coast. The Titans won their game 28-0 and are the top seed in the bracket. It's shaping up for another big battle between two longtime rivals. We got 60 minutes before we get to kickoff just ahead of us. We're going to check in with Derek West down on the field. Bobby Paris is here with women of the Fighting Indians, and we'll give you a rundown of the postseason brackets. But first, Matt is with our head coach, Lenny Jankowski, to talk about all things Vero Beach and especially that win last week in round 1 of the playoffs.
Well, Coach Jay, thanks for sitting down with us. Hey, congratulations on last week's first round win against Palm Bay Heritage, 28-17. Let's talk about that offensive effort from last week.
Well, thank you. Yes, I think obviously coming away with the win in the playoffs is always, it's really your only option. We wouldn't be doing this if the alternative proved to be true. But I thought it was offensively speaking, I thought it was a very solid night for us. I thought, we stayed fairly balanced between the pass and the run, and I thought Tyler had a nice night at quarterback, and the O-line played well. Obviously, Octavian had a big night at running back, rushing for over 100 yards and 3 more touchdowns, and spread the ball around to some different receivers, and all in all, I thought that we didn't possess the ball with a bunch of possessions, and that had a lot to do with how they played offense and just kind of how the flow of the game went. We turned the ball over a couple times on special teams, so gave it back to them in certain situations. But offensively speaking, I thought that all in all, we played a very solid football game and finished some drives with points, and especially there in the first half, there are always different plays or even different drives that you look back on. You say, well, this was a critical point in the game, and I think that last offensive possession that we had to close out the first half was very important. It was coming off a big defensive stand where they were in between. Are they going to try to drive the ball, or are they going to try to kill the clock? We only had one timeout left, trying to figure out where the best place to use that was on, and we ended up holding them and getting them. I think it was 2nd and 14 at the time or whatever, and used the timeout, and they came out and on 3rd down and I think ran the ball and tried to kill some clock, and they did a good job of that and running it down on 4th down under a minute, and we get the ball back and they punt it away and EJ White has a nice return and takes it out to I believe the 38-yard line. So we knew we had some good field position, but no timeouts, and on the second play we score on a big middle screen, I think a 30-yard touchdown pass, and catch and run, and Josh Lansford finished it off, and it was a well executed play, and it's nice to sometimes when you work on some things and you see it happen, it always makes you feel good, but more importantly than feeling good, it took us into halftime with a 21-10 lead. I think that we felt like we were playing well, not just on offense but on defense as well. and we were receiving that second half kickoff, which I thought could be critical as it turned out. We turned it over there, but all in all, we still went into halftime feeling pretty good about our offensive effort in the first half. Second half, we came out and did some good things as well after turning the ball over on the return. I think they end up missing a field goal, and we go back and forth a little bit and end up being down 21-17 at one point there, and put together a nice, I think, 80-yard drive, that started at our own 20, converted some third and fourth downs there, and I think all in all, like I said, I think it was a solid night offensively. We're getting contributions from guys that, maybe weren't showing up on the stat sheet or, in our interviews early in the season. And that's always good to see that, that hard work, that depth has happened, and we're getting a lot of contributions from different guys.
Well, Coach, I think you said it right, balanced. We had guys that were running the ball well, the receivers were doing well, our quarterback was doing well, offensive line was doing well last week, and hopefully we can continue that tonight against Treasure Coast. But when we come back, let's take a look at the defensive effort from last week's win. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Smart, stylish, fly, these are the words of Dapper. Joey's Downtown Dapper, a barbershop that provides more than haircuts. They provide a fun experience with a local flavor. Owner Joey Lucchini is a lifelong resident of Vero Beach, loves supporting local charities, youth sports, and Fighting Indians football. Joey's Downtown Dapper, 2005 14th Avenue, downtown Vero Beach, a supporter of Christian FM.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Matt Paris along with Coach Jankowski here. Coach, last week, 28-17 victory over Palm Bay Heritage, first round of the playoffs. And defense did a great job. Had a couple of short porches that Palm Bay had. But other than that, they really stepped their game up.
Yeah, another great defensive night. And you mentioned the field position and the opportunities that that Heritage was able to take advantage of with some short fields, and those were some special teams blunders on our part, and really not anything that schematically that keep you up at night. Really just some individual things that happened in the return game. We had a snap and had a short punt on one of those, and so. But I think just talking about our defense and just the way that, really, and I'm, talking specifically about this game, but throughout the season as well, is that, we've been able to respond to sudden change and transition, and our players have stepped up, on a regular basis in situations. We had a goal line stand in this game. Really just some things that happened on a big positive note. To get us and secure the win, and I think more than anything we're playing very well, and like a team defense is the way I could describe it, and in all three levels we're getting great play and good communication. I think our secondary played well again, and we're getting we're playing the run pretty well, and doing some good things, tackling well, and running the defense, and so I think our defensive coaches week in and week out do a great job of preparing our players, and our players respond well to it, and go out and execute and play with great effort. So very pleased, and obviously got a tough task tonight, and we've had a good week of preparation, and those tough tasks, I think that's part of the fun, right? Is preparing, and so I anticipate a great night as well.
Coach, last week, one of the things that I saw was the pursuit. All year, the pursuit for the defense has been great, and that's a word we like to use a lot because the defense, that's what you say, pursue the ball. There was a play where Heritage, they did a screen pass or a little bubble pass, and not only was our pursuit great, but, Coach, the physicality that we hit, it was impressive. It was the young man, unfortunately, was like a pinball. Fortunate for us, but just to watch your defense and how they love to hit, it's impressive.
Yeah, that's, we talk about that, on a regular basis, is that the one of the things that make Friday nights so fun is watching it from the seat that I have each and every Friday night is watching our guys fly to the ball and their physicality. I think when you combined, the athleticism, the speed, with that physicality, there are some big hits, some collisions, and if you're a football fan, I mean, it's just a lot of fun to watch, and really proud of our players for playing hard. I think what it's an example of is just as you say, the enjoyment that they get out of playing. I think they play with a lot of real positive energy, and the physicality is just a piece of it.
Yeah, it really is. And it really, Coach, goes from all levels, whether it's the defensive line, your linebackers, and even the secondary. These guys just love to come up, fly up, and hit. It's really impressive. So whatever you're doing, keep doing, because tonight we're going to need it against Treasure Coast. That's Coach Jay. I'm Dr. Matt. We'll be right back. Listen to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jay, before we get into tonight's game against Treasure Coast, there is a new trend that's happening, and not a trend, it's here to stay, it looks like, in the collegiate level. That is the NIL, the name, image, likeness. The athletes now are getting paid. And so I wanted to get your thoughts on that, and also, has that started to bleed down, or what are you seeing in the high school level as far as the implications of that?
Yeah, so it is obviously the new phenomenon for sure, and basically, the best way to explain it is for years and years and years and years, as long as we can all remember, we just talk about Division I athletes. They're, dependent on your abilities and the school's needs. Those students are offered scholarships where their books, tuition, and fees are paid for. And, as we grew up knowing that to be a great thing, and where, students could get their schools paid for, and, their repayment to the school was their sacrifice and commitment to that program that they were playing, that athletic team that they participated on. And we know personally, and, in our professions, that is a tremendous sacrifice that these athletes make each and every day, and they give back to those universities. And so I think the name, image, and likeness thing happened, as there's always been a debate about if you take the most famous college football player, let's say, Tim Tebow is very recognizable, right? If name, image, and likeness was around when Tim Tebow was out. How many number 15 jerseys at the University of Florida were ever sold, and who deserves that money? Surely the college president doesn't, and you can only pay the coach so much. So I was, I'm a fan that if there's merchandise that somebody's making money and it's on whoever it is, of the kids in college, well then he probably deserves a little piece of that. If he's earned that. I think where we're at now is the whole other extreme where we've got collectives at each universities raising money to, pay kids additional monies on top of their scholarships. And we've heard about there was a recruit, a high school kid that had never played one snap of football last year, supposedly offered $13 million on top of his scholarship to go to the University of Florida. And then, so you hear all these stories, and they're from reliable sources, so it's not. I think it's more than just the rumor mill that are going on in college football, and you wonder where it stops. As far as how it's trickled down to recruiting and high school kids, and there are states that have adopted the NIL for high school athletes. It's come up and it's been tabled for the state of Florida. It hasn't officially been adopted here yet, but I see that there's a chance that it's coming, but how it affects our guys specifically right now and the recruitment, it becomes a topic of conversation. I'm not privy to those typically. That's usually it involves the parents and the player and those kinds of things. But if a guy is being wanted by more than one school, I'm sure those conversations exist, and I'm sure that it weighs on decisions. I think that's just everybody's you get one shot at that, and you've got to take care of yourself, and you understand that's just kind of the world that we're living in. There are a bunch of different levels to it as well. I know that there are schools that. So Division I football programs are given 85 scholarships, but they have rosters of 120 players. So those guys that are not on scholarship, they're considered walk-ons. Some of the NIL money is being used for preferred walk-ons and different things to offset some costs of schooling for that. So there are a lot of different levels of how NIL money is used. I don't pretend to know all of it. I've got some friends that coach in college, and we all know people everywhere, and so you just hear some of the different stories, but it's forever changing, but yeah, I think it's here to stay, like you said. I think it's totally out of control, and I don't know how you wrestle it back in, but it's definitely out there, and it seems as if the rich get richer.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Well, Coach, thanks for breaking that down. We know that it is something that's there, and how it affects the high school level. When we come back, we're going to take a look at tonight's opponent, Treasure Coast. We'll be right back.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians. A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club cart dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
The safety of young athletes is priority one. The professionals at Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery are the official physicians for Fighting Indians sports. We thank them for helping make this broadcast possible. They offer care in orthopedics, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. More at prosportsandeleterehab.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jay, we take on Treasure Coast tonight, second round of the playoffs. Obviously, we came down here a few weeks ago, and they got the best of us. But looking back on the film, a lot of opportunity for us in that game, and we easily could have come out on top. Have you seen anything different in the last couple of weeks with Treasure Coast?
Well, you're right. It wasn't that long ago that we faced these guys, and at the time there was a lot at stake, obviously, with the district championship and all that was on the line there. But nothing more critical than tonight's game. And in the meantime, what they've done is they had a bye week, and then they played Kissimmee Osceola this past week, and since then we've played Lake City, Columbia, and then Heritage. So we've played the 2 games, and they've played the 1. And I was joking with Coach Jones earlier in the week, and I sent him both of our games. I said, I think that's the right thing to do, and so I gave him both of our games. I told him we'd break down his bye week. So they've just had the 1 game, and but it was a game that they played in dominant fashion. They really stoned Kissimmee Osceola's offense. I think they were held to very minimal yardage, and Treasure Coast certainly did enough on offense to get the win. And I think Treasure Coast had a pick 6 on defense, and some things that we talk about complementary football in different segments and different shows, and I think Treasure Coast does it as well as anybody. They play their brand of football and their style of football, and when they're able to stick to that game plan and stay ahead in the score and stay ahead of the chains and do all those kinds of things, it makes it very, very difficult on whoever they're playing. And we know the history and the story of Kissimmee Osceola. They're a great program, and Treasure Coast won the game 28-0. But as far as them doing anything different, I mean, offensively they get a lot of notoriety for their single wing offense, and that's I think our fans have seen that a time or two. But then they'll also nowadays they'll spread it out, and they'll use some different personnel and go to some empty back and some wide sets. So they go from the really, the clog pile tight formation to, and then they'll break out into a wide offensive set. And they really test you from a personnel standpoint, from a schematic standpoint. You've got to, really be able to adjust and get lined up to all the different things that they do. Not necessarily a bunch of different plays, but a bunch of different formations. And again, I think that's smart football. And then defensively, they'll jump around from a 3 to a 4-man, front and try to keep things in front of them. And then you get down there close to the goal line, and they'll man you up and tell you that their guys are better than your guys, and so. But we, like I said, I think we've had a great week of practice and preparation for these guys. We are certainly going to try to use the value of playing these guys before, and then the 2 games that we've played since. So there's always valuable experience that you have in those games and those situations, and I feel really good about tonight's game.
Well, Coach, talking to some of the players after we beat Palm Bay Heritage, and we told them about Treasure Coast winning their game, there is a hunger from these Vero Beach players to get back down there and show what they can do. Yeah, I think, there's certainly, whatever you would call that. I mean, it just, an opportunity to do something again. And anytime you have disappointment or you come up short or whatever, I think you can use that to drive you, motivate you, however you want to look at it. At the end of the day, some people have asked, is it to anybody's advantage to play these guys again? I mean, they were a good program and a good team and talented and well coached 3 weeks ago, and I'm sure the same. I don't think Coach Jones or his players have gotten less talented or doing anything worse right now. So we know we've got some challenges, but I do think our guys have prepared well. They're ready to play.
and we're excited about the opportunity.
Well, Coach, as always, we appreciate you sitting down with us and going over tonight's game and breaking down last week's victory over Palm Bay Heritage. We'll let you get back to the boys, and we'll be right back. You listen to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic, when the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been Fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. We're online at villagebeachmarket.com.
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, welcome back here as we get set for the region semifinal here tonight, folks, as it is a rematch from just 3 weeks ago. Vero Beach was in this very stadium looking for a district championship, comes up short to Treasure Coast 22-10. And now I got a chance to see if they can make amends for that. And they got an opportunity. And, of course, the winner of this one gets to move on to the third round of the playoffs. Hey, folks, I'm Paul Tipton along with Matt Paris here tonight. Gary's on assignment with UCF. They're on their way out to Lubbock, Texas to take on Texas Tech. So, GP, you know, we're thinking about you as always. So good luck to you guys. Go Knights and charge on. But for Vero Beach, they need to charge on tonight, Matt. And let's talk about the game last week, round one, the quarterfinal matchup. Vero Beach travels to Palm Bay to take on Heritage. And you could just kind of sense, I mean, you know, Heritage is a school that's out in the middle of nowhere almost. I mean, you know, it's way out west of the interstate. You get out there, it seemed a little subdued for a little bit, but the nerves for the players were there. You could tell it was a playoff atmosphere. First couple of series, you could tell both teams trying to figure some things out. They end up punting the ball away respectively. Then you get Heritage that puts a little bit of a drive together, caps off with a field goal. Good job by our defense. Then we turn around and put an 80-yard drive together, finish it off with Osby getting the end zone, and we take the lead, and we don't give it up from there.
That was a big turning moment right there. Special teams, we had punt wasn't great, gave them great field position. We were able to hold them to the field goal. And then they had a great kicker. They kicked it in the end zone. We start from our 20. And I believe we got at least four first downs on that drive. And one crucial one came when it was on a third down conversion. I believe that was the one where Isaiah came all the way across. He was able to catch it and pick up some big yardage on a play. I'm pretty sure that was the drive. That was crucial because if we don't pick that up, we're back in our territory, punting again, giving them potentially good field position. But instead, Vero seemed to kind of get things together. Once we got that there, you could see the sidelines. Everything kind of changed. I mean, the energy, it pumped up. Here we go. Now we know what we can do. And the boys just started doing it. You saw Tyler. He was able to hit the guys and then give it to Big 44-00.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you get close, it's funny. He is such an exciting young man to watch. Always has a smile. Loves to just hit, but man, he's the guy you want to give it to close to the goal line and let him do his thing.
Yeah, he and Lansford have done a great job over the last couple of weeks of filling in for the absence of Hillsman. Probably won't be available for this game as well tonight, so we'll be depending on those guys, you know, back there behind Tyler. Tyler, I really had a great game last week. You know, I mean, you look at the numbers, you might go, but he was a good manager of the game last week. A little over 200 yards, completed a touchdown, but and only incompletes were 4 out of 12, out of 16. So, I mean, he was efficient. He was a good manager of the game, and he didn't make any mistakes.
He really did. He did a great job. In high school football, the great coach Billy Livens used to say, hey, if I could get a quarterback, I don't need him to win the game for me. I just need him to not lose the game.
Yeah.
That's basically what he told me. I don't need you to win the game, Matt.
He didn't tell any other quarterbacks that, just you.
And that might be just me, him and I, our secret.
Yeah.
But and Tyler, he didn't do anything necessarily spectacular, but he just did what he was supposed to do with his arm and with his legs. There was a couple of times where he was able to scramble and he saw something and pick up, and he's a big kid. He was able to pick up the first down, and that was huge. And there's something about those offensive linemen when they see that quarterback willing to take a couple of hits and go, man, you talk about giving a spark.
Yeah.
That's what gives that offensive line a spark.
I tell you what also gave a spark was right there before the end of the first half. Vero Beach able to take one more drive and get a score, knowing they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. That was such a pivotal moment in that game. Now, you don't know it at the time, but you could just sense, man, momentum's really starting to move more and more on that Vero sideline.
That was such a great coaching job by Vero because they have the ball, they get a first down, and we've got one timeout left, and you're like, okay, where do we use that timeout? Do we have the potential or to get the ball back, or do we just let the clock run out? That's what one of the coaches are always deciding that. Well, if you've noticed Coach Jankowski over the years, he's always been a coach that says, hey, if you give me 2 seconds, I'm going to try to put it in the end zone.
Yeah.
So he is strategically, our defense did a great job getting the stop when they were supposed to, able to call the timeout. They didn't. We had a good punt return. EJ was able to come up, grab the punt, get it into their territory, and then Josh Lansiford on a middle screen.
Yeah.
And he does a great job because he got hit pretty good, stumbles, stays on his feet, doesn't go down, and finds the end zone. And, yes, what a big moment. Now, it would have been even better when we got the kickoff the next half if we would have went down and scored. Unfortunately, we got the turnover on the kickoff. Great play by the Palm Bay, not
awesome.
Palm Bay, but the Palm Bay Heritage guy. And but yeah, that could have been just a huge. But that was a really, when you look back at where we were, huge pivotal moment in the game.
Right, yeah. They talk about hindsight being 20/20, and in that moment you felt like, man, that was a really good play, a good way to end the first half. You had no idea what was going to take place to start the third quarter and how big of a play that ultimately became.
Oh, that was it, because at one point it was a 21-17 win or lead for us.
Yeah.
If not, that's a 14-17 total momentum switch. And and when you're playing away like we are tonight, they're down at Palm Bay. It's their home field. They got their crowd. They're comfortable. You always want to try to play with a lead, any chance that you can get, and that was huge. So you tip your hat off to Tyler just being able to execute that with no timeouts left. Lance doing his job, but how about Coach Jay just willing to say, hey, we're going to get this ball back, and let's go do something with it.
So Vero Beach earned the right to go to round 2, and it's a rematch against Treasure Coast, a team we know. They know us. This is going to be a battle for sure. When Matt and I come back, we're going to talk about what that battle could look like right after this.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, here we go, folks. It's Region 3 semifinal. There are two games tonight. One up north of us. It is DeLand and University. And then this game tonight, it is Vero Beach taking on Treasure Coast at South County Stadium here in Port St. Lucie. We saw these teams play each other just 3 weeks ago for a district championship. And give credit where credit is due. Treasure Coast did exactly what they needed to do to get a win in spite of some of their own mistakes. Generally, you don't talk about turnovers when you talk about Treasure Coast, Matt. And in that game, Vero Beach had 3 takeaways. And you're thinking, oh, my goodness, man, we should win this game because we've won the turnover battle. But that was not the case.
It certainly wasn't. And because of the style of football that Treasure Coast runs, you're a lot of times there's no handoff. It's a direct snap to one of the backfield guys. We call him a quarterback. Really, yeah. 2 running backs, and he's just going to run, and you've got numbers. So there's less chance of a fumble. Well, they had a bad snap. We had a turnover, and then we actually stripped the ball. Then we had another one where we caused a fumble. And typically, if we said, hey, we can get them to have 3 turnovers in the game, we have a chance of winning that.
Yeah.
But we didn't, and partly because their defense, Paul.
Yep.
Their defense. There's a lot of talk about their offense because it's just unique. They got the wing team, and we just don't see that a lot. But their defense doesn't get the credit that they deserve. Their secondary, they've got basically studs back there. They've got guys that play well, and their front 7 just flies to the ball, and they got some size. And so that's one of the reasons that it didn't go well for us last time.
Yeah, so I guess the big question now is what did Vero learn from that game that they can now apply here tonight and maybe come out of here with a win?
Well, I think let's start with the offensive side because you like to go defense, but I'm going to start with the offense. On the offensive side, what we have to do is just take what's given to us. And we didn't do that as well as we should have last time, whether that was hitting the right route, whether that was the receiver coming off and running the right route, or the running back hitting the right hole. All right, so we just didn't take advantage, and some of that, it means that you're going to see some Tom Brady stuff. Hey, let's do the outs, let's do the hitch, let's do these little slants, let's do this, and then maybe something big down the line. But take what they give you, so we got to take advantage of that on the offensive side. Switch to the defense. The defense has to play unselfish tonight. What I mean by that is this. If it's your responsibility, Paul, to go take the guard on, and I'm going to be the scraping linebacker, okay? And now I can come in and make the play. But if you try to go make the play and try to dip a shoulder or whatever, now you get blocked and I get blocked.
Gotcha.
Now the next play, I might have to go take on the guard and let you come in and make the play. And if we play unselfish, I think Vero has a real good chance of stopping the offense. I mean, the keys to any kind of wing T is get penetration in the backfield, all right, off the get-go, and then string it out as long as you can. Okay. And that takes discipline. Number 1, reading your keys. Number 2, unselfish football. And if we can do that, we have a chance of stopping them tonight.
Well, of course, after that game, Matt, I mean, a loss always stings. And, of course, when you don't win your district championship and now you lost an opportunity to maybe have a home game in the playoffs if you made the playoffs, because at that time, that could have been in question as well. Obviously, we made it in. But, now you've got a team that's, got a little bit of fire in them. They're a little angry, a little upset about, I think, maybe more about their play than the fact that they lost the game.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. When they went back and they look at the film, they weren't going, oh my gosh, we got to play Treasure Coast again. Like this is going to be another big brother, little brother beatdown. No, this is like we should have won that game. We had way too many mistakes on both sides of the ball to not come away with a win. And so that's why they're confident. They definitely want the revenge on that. But again, this is a do or die. This is playoff.
Oh, yeah.
You win or go home.
Yeah, that's it. It doesn't get any more real than that, folks, I'll tell you. So we are not too far away from getting this game underway. I'd say about 17 minutes and change or so before we get to kickoff here at South County Stadium. So stick around. We got a lot more coming your way. In fact, when we come back, we're going to get a pulse down on the sideline. This is Fighting Indians football, and we're counting down to kickoff here at your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, welcome back, Vero Nation, as we get set for tonight's contest. Vero Beach on the road again for round 2 of the playoffs, and that will be the formula, just by the way, for Vero Beach. As long as they're in the playoffs, they will be on the road, just because of the fact when you don't win a district championship, and even though they're the 4th seed right now because of who else won in the brackets, this is pretty much, we're the lowest seed in the bracket right now. So that's good news because we're still in.
That's right.
So that's good news. Hey, you know, this season we've talked a little bit about the loss of our good friend, good family member, Ronnie Self. And this past week would have been his 72nd birthday. And, of course, we always think about the old Bulldog and Eagle Eyes, we like to call him. And, you know, of course, this week we are all really thinking about him with his birthday coming through this week. And, you know, Matt, whenever I'm working on the game at my office, my computer, I've got a picture of Ronnie that sits right there by my desk there, and I always kind of like, he kind of gets me inspired getting ready for the game every week, and so he's always close and near and dear to us, and so I felt it was fitting to talk about Ronnie right now as we're about to go down to the sidelines. I know for Derek West, who's down there, this is a little bit of a setup for you, my friend. I'm sorry to put you in this position, but all right, let's talk about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians, Derek, and start with defense. Imagine that. We're going to start with defense first. Talk about it.
Well, thanks for that comment on Ronnie Self. I miss him every single day. I love him like a brother, still do. Tonight on defense, I really think we have our work cut out for us. When you're dealing with a team that runs kind of a single wing slash kind of a dual set back there, snapping it straight to their backs, being able to get penetration, as Matt talked about in the pregame, is really, really going to be important. And I feel like that's going to particularly be the case tonight on first down. When they run a lot of midline stuff, they're kind of predicated on getting 3 or 4 yards on first down, and if they can do that, it's going to be really long. And so I feel like Montgomery and Hendricks and our defensive line has really got to step up tonight and be able to take on those blocks that are one-on-one and be able to get in the backfield tonight. And I feel like if we watch it at home, and if you're watching at home, watch us on first down of our defense against their offense, and if we're going to have some success in that tonight, I think we have as good a chance as any to win the game. On offense, the key to it, I really believe, is to keep your composure tonight and to be able to not press. And the reason that I say that is very simple. Treasure Coast kind of predicates their offense on shortening the clock, and so you're limited in your possessions usually when you play Treasure Coast. And when that happens, it kind of functions like a defense as well, and so teams tend to press. And I feel like tonight, if we can take advantage of some things that they've shown some problems with, which is kind of running to the edge, as we've did that well in our last game. If we can take advantage of those things, we can not press and we can make the most of our possessions, I think that we can have a good ball game. It should be interesting tonight. Looking forward to it. Guys, miss Ronnie very much. Miss you too, Becky. We love you so much, and just thankful for the opportunity to be here in his place.
All right. Thanks a lot, Derek, as we get set for that contest tonight with Treasure Coast. I know this is Ronnie would love to be a part of this tonight. This is the time of the year that he absolutely loved, is playoff time. And of course, you know, we definitely miss him dearly, and all the Self family, our hearts are always with you, and we're always thinking about you guys. So we're going to get set. We still got a few more minutes before we get to kickoff. In fact, when we come back, I'm going to give you a rundown of the other brackets and the other regions, how that all shapes up for going forward. It's Countdown to Kickoff here at your Christian FM.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest home. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, welcome back as we continue to count down to kickoff, getting ready for tonight's contest here at South County Stadium in Port St. Lucie, home of the Treasure Coast Titans. Vero Beach for round 2 will be facing the Titans here tonight in another battle between these longtime district rivals. Speaking of the playoffs, let's take a look at the other brackets that are going on in our 4S. That is the 4 Suburban League. We've got 4 regions, so let's give you a rundown of what's going on. When we take a look at the brackets, we can see starting in Region 1 last week for the quarterfinal, you had Buchholz, Niceville, Bartram Trail, and Pointe Vedra. The top 4 seeds all winning in their bracket. That sets up matchups for this week in the semifinal matches against Buchholz versus Pointe Vedra, Niceville versus Bartram Trail. Favorites in that bracket right now would be the number 1 and number 2 seeds. That's Buchholz and Niceville. The feeling is that Buchholz really is the top favorite, possibly to win it all later in December. In Region 2, you've got your defending state champion, Lakeland, at the number 1 seed, along with Lake Mineola, Wiregrass Ranch, and Bartow. Now, this is one of the few seeds where a lower seed actually got a win. Bartow at number 5, with Lakeland number 1, Mineola number 2, and Wiregrass at number 3. Bartow, the lone upset over the 4 seed last week in the quarterfinal. So this week, the semifinal match, Lakeland versus Bartow, Lake Mineola versus Wiregrass. Favorites in those games would be Lakeland and Lake Mineola. You got to believe Lakeland will be the favorite coming out of Region 2 as the defending state champs. Our region, Region number 3, the top 4 seeds all won. Treasure Coast, University, DeLand, and of course, Vero Beach. That sets up tonight's matchups: Treasure Coast versus Vero Beach, University versus DeLand. Now, these are some district rivals as well in University and DeLand. University lost back on October 20th to DeLand 14-3. So a little bit of an interesting matchup there, as University will actually be the hosting team as the higher seeded team because of their strength of schedule. Favorites in these games would be obviously the higher seeds, Treasure Coast, but you also have DeLand. Even though they're not the higher seed, they're favored to win out of this, and it would post an interesting matchup. If Treasure Coast wins tonight and DeLand wins, that would be a mentor versus student, as the coach for DeLand has been the mentor to Coach Irv Jones, teaching him that single wing offense. But, of course, as Vero fans, you're hoping that doesn't ever happen. For Region 4, again, top 3 seeds all won, and one of the lower seeds actually got a win. It's one of the few. You have Venice at number 1, Manatee number 2, Riverview, Sarasota number 3, and Immokalee at number 5 with the upset last week in the quarterfinal. So this week's matchup in the semifinal, Venice versus Immokalee, Manatee versus Riverview. Of course, favorites, again, higher seeds, Venice and Manatee. That could set up a little bit of a rematch, with Venice beating Manatee back on October 6th, 56-24. So that's one of those to keep your eye on for sure. That's Region 4 in 4S. Did they get it right? Did the Florida High School Athletic Association get it right? That has been the question with this whole playoff series. Well, you've got, 4M through 2M, 4S through 2S. There are 1M and 1S, but their playoff brackets look a little different. So we were going to combine this down a little bit. Of those 6 classifications between 4M to 2M, 4S to 2S, that makes up 192 teams for a combined 96 games last week. 17 teams seeded lower than the top 4 made it to round number 2. And in that first round, there were a combined 17 shutouts. Now, if you look just at our respective league, the 4 Suburban, there were 16 games for round 1. We had a total of 5 shutouts in our league. And in all 4 regions, out of the 32 teams, only 2 number 5 seeded teams made it past round 1. So pretty much it's almost chalk, meaning your top 4 seeds made it past. Only 2 spots, 2 regions had a number 5 seed upset a 4. Of course, when it's that close, is it really an upset? Who knows? But did they get it right? Kind of feels like they did. So who knows? Maybe this system will work. All right, that's a quick look at our playoff brackets. When we come back, we'll get set for the matchup between Treasure Coast and your Vero Beach Fighting Indians.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system. Thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
It's countdown to kickoff. Now, here's Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. I am Bobby Paris, and we will be getting a woman's perspective on Friday night under the lights in Vero Beach. My guest this evening is the beautiful Michelle Hutchins. Michelle is the mom to Fighting Indian Derek Williams, better known as DJ. Number 5, senior varsity running back, special teams. Tell us about Michelle.
I was born in West Palm Beach, Florida. I was born and raised, actually. I come from a family of 4. My mom was an only child. She had 4 children, and I have 3 children of my own. I have Derek, who's my oldest. He's 18. I have Destiny, who's 17, and then Dion, who is 13.
How do you keep the Hutchins household organized during this busy time?
I pretty much wait until everyone is gone. Once everyone is off to school, I start my day then by cleaning and prepping the house and whatever comes during the day.
If you could choose 3 priorities for your kids, with number 1 being the most important, what would they be?
My 3 priorities would be faith in themselves and others, education, and respect for themselves and others.
Okay, and if you can accomplish that, that's good parenting. Okay, tell me how this little competitiveness at home works with that.
So they pretty much compete for who has the better grades each 9 weeks, or like the progress reports. Yeah. They pretty much try to beat each other in the grades. Derek brings his grades home first. Yes, Derek pretty much shows his grades first between him and his sister.
I think that's amazing. Of all the things that today that kids can be competitive about, that's awesome. That is awesome. I didn't have that, believe me, with my kids. If you could have a Michelle Day, what would that look like?
It would probably be somewhere at a spa or near the water. Just myself, no kids, no cell phones. Just myself, just privately.
So join me, Bobby Paris, at halftime for more of Women of Fighting Indians football.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
The mission of the Fighting Indian is excellence, teamwork, and consistency. The same holds true for the McCall Agency, Inc., a local independent agency and broker and fourth-generation resident of Vero Beach. To learn more about their insurance products and risk management, 772-473-6856. And their site is McCallagencyInc.com, serving the Treasure Coast since 1956.
Downtown Dipper Ice Cream Shop on 14th Avenue in Vero Beach. Downtown Dipper is a step back in time to an old school ice cream shop, serving 24 flavors of hand-scooped ice cream. A family-owned and operated ice cream shop. Open Tuesday through Sunday and closed on Mondays. Thanks to Downtown Dipper for supporting Christian FM and the Fighting Indians.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, we're getting set for the region semifinal here tonight at South County Stadium with Treasure Coast and Vero Beach. Let's take a look at the Vero Beach starters for tonight. Starting on offense up front, it'll be Champ Smith, number 55, number 56, Jordan Thomas, number 79, Ben Hall, number 74, Chase Stevens, and number 72, Romeo Vargas. Their job, protect the quarterback, Tyler Aronson. Number 9, he's thrown for 1,966 yards, 23 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. In the backfield, he'll have Octavian Osby, and at times we'll see Josh Lansford. Osby on the season now, 85 carries, 455 yards, 13 touchdowns. Receivers tonight starting, number 1, Isaiah Roberts. He's leading receivers with 51 catches, 539 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Eddie Torres, 10 catches, 162 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. Jarvis Jacobs at number 13, and also number 14, Makai Simmons. Flip on the other side of the ball. We'll take a look at the defense and should see number 93 back in the lineup tonight, and that is Matthew Bacon, who's leading with 6 sacks for the team. Antoine Montgomery, number 75, and number 31, Warren Perry. Linebackers, it'll be number 0, TJ Alford, who's leading the team in tackles. Number 34, Avion Rivers, and number 6, Kevin Pollock. Secondary, you'll see number 2, Amar Reynolds. Number 7, Tutu Griffin. Number 10, Aiden Smith. Number 11, E.J. White, and number 20, Elijah Anderson, who leads the team in interceptions, including a 72-yard return for a score. Well, that's your starting lineup for this game for your Fighting Indians. Indians, Titans, region semifinal. It's coming up next here at your Christian FM.
Cafe 66. Located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
WSTF Vero Beach, Christian FM.
Wide open is Isaiah Roberts, who's got it. Taken to the house. Preservation for 6. Swing pass for Hilsman. Shakes one tackle. Shakes another tackle. 10-5. Score it. Jonathan Hilsman. Another handoff for Osby up the middle. He's got some room. And boy, he plows over a defender. Still on his feet. Down the sideline. 30, 25, 20. First down. Ball's all on the ground. Vero Beach gets on top of it. Williams has trouble holding on to it. Picks it up to 25, to 30, 35. Through the hole. Take it to the house, DJ.
This is Fighting Indians Football. Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Fighting Indians Football. Here's the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Live from South County Stadium, it is the 2023 FHSAA Region Semifinal, and it matches the Treasure Coast Titans and your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. The Titans earned a #1 spot in the bracket and took care of business last week versus Osceola to the tune of 28-0. Vero edged out Heritage 28-17 with a solid all-around performance. Another chapter in this rivalry will be written tonight. The Friday night lights are on, and it is game time. Hey, Vero Nation, along with Matt Paris and Derek West, I'm Paul Tipton, and we welcome you to Fighting Indians Football. We're proud to bring you our 27th season of Indians Football, and it's presented by Cafe 66. 3 weeks ago in this very stadium, Vero Beach lost to these Treasure Coast Titans, and the Titans earned a district championship, #1 seed in the Region 3 bracket, and the right to have a home game throughout the course as long as they're in the playoffs. And so Vero Beach on the road, they are road warriors through this postseason. Earned a win last week against Heritage and are here tonight in the rematch between this district rival. And Matt, these are the games you love.
Oh, there's no doubt. Here you are, second round of the playoffs. You get a chance to take some revenge on an old foe that, we have just had, terrific games over the last years. You just look at the overtime win from last year to a couple of years ago. It's been going back and forth between these two schools and these two coaches. Obviously with Coach Jankowski coming on top, but tonight is what it's all about. Paul, the rain that we had the last few days, everyone thought there's no way we're going to be able to play a game, and here it is down here in South Florida, and it is beautiful.
Yeah, even at lunchtime, I was looking at the sky, and I was thinking, boy, they say it's not supposed to rain today, but boy, it sure looks like it is. And then about 90 minutes later, it was as clear as could be. So we're so happy about that, especially from our broadcast location. We're sitting outside here, and it's a nice evening for some football here tonight. And so if you're a Vero fan, a win would definitely make it an awesome evening here tonight as you would move on to the third round of the playoffs. Winner of this game will face the winner of the other part of the bracket, and that is DeLand and University that are playing tonight. So Vero Beach, with a win, would stay on the road, of course. They would travel next Friday night, Black Friday, up to the New Smyrna Beach area to take on the winner of either DeLand or University. But first things first, and it is the kickoff here tonight. Let's see what the Indians can do. The kickoff is caught at the 5, to the 10, 15, 20, 25. And that's where the Titans will stop and get started for their first possession of the evening. Vero Beach did win the toss. They deferred to the second half, hence the reason why you saw Vero Beach kick off here, Matt.
Absolutely, and right now the referee's telling our kicker, hey, next time let's maybe get that mouthpiece in before you kick that ball. But George Harris, I believe it was, for the Titans, who did a good job of fielding the ball, getting it up to the 25-yard line. And let's see what our defense has.
All right, so from the 25, it's first down and 10. Direct snap off the left side. Carry of about 2 yards for the Titans. And it looks like the Indians are doing a good job firing off the ball right there on first down.
Wow, you have to. That's Afion Rivers in there and TJ Offer. Listen, if we're calling the linebackers what we just did, that means we've got guys like McClinton who's in there, we got Dash Ferguson, and we got Perry doing their job because they're holding the guys and allowing the linebackers to scrape and make the plays.
Lamar Atwell is the one they line up traditionally as a quarterback. He's there in the gun. Handoff goes to the left side, and he's trying to stretch it out and do a great job. It'll be a minimal gain.
Oh, that was terrific. We talked about with the Titans, that defense, that offense, you either got to stuff it at the beginning or stretch it out. And Pollock on the edge there did a great job of not getting pinched and was able to string that out and allow, I believe it was Xbox, to come over there and make the play.
Only about a 2-yard gain here. It's a 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Titans. Could be a huge pivotal moment for both of these teams to see if the Indian defense can hold its run off the left side. What a great tackle. How about R.J. Jones coming up and filling that spot?
Oh, he came up from the cornerback position and did a great job. And once again, he was able to do that because everyone was taken. You had the guys on the front line, they did their job. Big Montgomery, he did his job. Pollock did his job. TJ, and then here comes R.J. to stuff it and force a 3 and out.
DeLeon out to punt the ball away for the Titans. Last week, the Indians had to share troubles here on the punt return. Let's see if they got it cleaned up. Snap is there. Punt is away. Good high punt. And Indians will just let it bounce. And it takes a good bounce sideways for Vero Beach. And a little forward for the Indians. Out of bounds around the 42.
I tell you what, great call by Coach Jay and Tyler Aronson, our quarterback, to, hey, let's punt. Let's see what our kickoff, and let's see what our defense can do. They did their job, Paul. Hey, 3 and out on the first series.
Fighting Indians will start at the 41-yard line. No score. This will be the first possession for Vero Beach so far in this game. And Tyler Aronson, 1,966 yards through the air, 23 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Got 4 receivers, looking to throw on first down. Fires, has his receiver, EJ, on the right side. EJ shakes a tackle to the 40, and he's in Titan territory.
Oh, that was a great pass by Tyler. Long pass. That was an out that EJ was running, a speed out. Boy, he puts it right on the shoulder that he's supposed to, and EJ was able to catch it, make a little shake and bake, and pick up a first down. His little tight walk route over there on the edge on the sideline.
That's a Hummingbird Care Services first down. They'll put it at the 47-yard line or 48-yard line. Toss left side for Osby. Osby trying to get some blocks, and the Titans slice through and a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, we just tried to do a quick pitch to the left and trying to get enough guys on that left side, and they did a good job there stringing it out. We tried to get our big guy out there to make a block. Osby was trying to be patient, and then he slipped as he was trying to go make his move, and we took a loss on the play.
2-yard loss, 2nd and 12. Keeper by Aronson. Tyler will scoot ahead for about 3 yards and get back pretty much to the original line of scrimmage and about a yard plus.
Yeah, that was just either he's going to option to give it to Osby going to the right or keep it. He decided to keep it. Titans did a good job staying home and minimal gain.
Twin receivers on either side for 3rd down and 9. Tyler's got time. He's looking, and he slips. He went to move, and he slipped on the turf.
Yeah, that's how we talked about the rain just a few minutes ago, and that's the first time that it got us. He actually had plenty of time. The offensive line did a great job, and he just was looking to try to go deep, and he went to make his move and slipped and knee on the turf, and that's it. This isn't professional football. You can't get up and run the ball.
So that'll send the punt unit out. Eddie Torres averaging 32.5 yards a punt. 2 receivers back deep for the Titans as Torres gets an end-over-end punt. Fair catch called as it takes a bounce at the 30 and down around the 29-yard line. All right, Matt, so both teams now, very similar to last week with Heritage. Both teams have had a series, and both teams punted away.
That's what it's a kind of a chess match. All right, who am I going to put out there first? Let's put my pawn out there. Do I take my knight and move him a little bit? Well, that's what we just saw, and you kind of see what secondary that the Titans are running. They're seeing what kind of offense we're going to run, and now we're going to see what kind of adjustments. Titans have had a chance to go to the sidelines, see what kind of adjustments they're going to make, and which I don't know if they make a lot of adjustments, but we'll see what the Indians can do.
Starting from the 29 this time, the Titans on 1st down and 10. Keeper, left side, shakes a tackle, and that'll be a good 6-7 yard gain for the Titans as they get to the 36.
Yeah, quarterback just takes it and it sweeps to the right. He's just looking for a hole. Montgomery had a chance to get a paw on him, but wasn't able to bring him down. And it's really hard to bring these running backs down with an arm tackle.
So that's Atwell on the carry. Be a good 6 yards and make it second down and a short 4. Handoff up the gut. And it'll be a gain of about 2.5, and it's going to bring up third and short for the Titans, right around the 39.
Yeah, just right up the gut, try to hit it hard. And we had T.J. Alford, who was able to step up, make a big play at linebacker, and keep him from getting the first down.
Well, let's see if the Indian defense can pull a stand here. Boy, they pulled a great one last week on the goal line stance. With 7.5 to go here in the first quarter, and we've got no scores. Second possession of the night for the Titans.
Looks like we're going to get a measurement, Paul.
Yeah, they're kind of eyeballing it right now.
They're going to bring the chains in to measure this one.
You know what? Where's Eagle Eye Ronnie?
I know, right?
Ronnie he'd be yelling at us.
He's short.
They got it, or it's short.
He's short.
2 chain links. I tell you what, that cat was probably his percentage had to be 98, 99%.
In his mind. I think your father might disagree with that one. All right, so they're bringing the chains out. They're going to stretch it out, and he's a little short. Okay. We haven't seen this a lot in the last few seasons of any measurements, so I don't know the rhyme or reason when they decide they want to go for a measurement or not.
I don't know. I don't mind it. Stop the clock, bring it out, do what's right. It's going to be third down and short. And I know the referee just held up like it was fourth down, but not quite fourth down yet.
3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 1.
I mean, really less than 1, but...
And after the measurement, that confirms 3rd down and about 18 inches for the Titans.
Or 18 inches, depending on how you want to look at it. Titans get set. Handoff, and the Titans look like they got it. Boy, they just got it by the nose of the football, got to the 40-yard line. So they'll reset the chains here, and the Titans will have an opportunity to extend this drive.
Derek mentioned at the first in his segment down there that the first play is such a crucial play for this type of offense, and they were able to pick up that 7 yards, and that was big.
First down and 10. They'll spawn it at the 41. Big shift, and Vero crossed the line.
Yeah,
that's going to be offsides on Vero Beach.
And that's free 5 yards.
The Titans, we get an encroachment on the Indians. That's going to move them up 5
So there's
yards.
a comfort zone AC and heating penalty, the first one of the night. And that will put the ball to the 46-yard line of Treasure Coast. Just inside 7 minutes to go in this first quarter with no score. Oh, bobble on the snap, and whoa, wow, what a tackle underneath as Xbox comes flying in there to make the hit.
Oh, my. Well, I tell you what, we have come to see that. That's coming off the edge, our right edge. And our captain that came out for the pregame, Xbox, and the snap was high. The quarterback did a great job of even trying to catch it. But, man, even if it was a clean catch, he was going down.
Yeah, Jamison Davis, the ball carrier for Treasure Coast. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Little counter play, left side, shakes a tackle to midfield into Vero territory at the 45-yard line. Damari Scott.
Yeah, we noticed at the last game they ran that. They had success with that. They start the ball going off to the right, and then just with the up back, he's a little inside reverse. He comes and gets it and picks up another first down for the Titans.
At the Indian 45.
Picked up 14 on that carry, gives the Titans a first down as they get to the Vero 45. Well, we've come to our first water break timeout at 5:55 in the first quarter. We've got no score. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Hi, I'm Shelly, owner of Dog Training Elite Treasure Coast. Our family passion is to help the families that come to us create peace and harmony in the home with their beloved family dog. At Dog Training Elite, we're dedicated to helping our clients, along with their dogs, learn obedience, manners, or train to be service dogs. Any size and age, we can help. Online at dogtrainingelite.treasurecoast.com. Go Indians!
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinari Pools. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Here we are at South County Stadium. Treasure Coast with a nice run on the counter. Got a first down to the Vero Beach 45-yard line where it's first down. Direct snap off the right side. Vero Beach doing a good job stretching this one out. It'll be about a 3-yard gain for the for the Titans.
Yeah, the Titans, they don't mind 3-yard gains. The Indians, this play is going to be a big one right here, but they were able to string out just enough, but the Titans had enough push off the right side. Direct snap to the quarterback, just going off the right side, and you're pulling the whole house and trying to get numbers. And we were able to do a good job of just keeping them to about, it looks like maybe about a 4-yard gain, Paul.
So 2nd and 6 coming up as we're working our way towards 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. And Whistle's going to stop play here. And now they're going to wind it. And Vero Beach trying to substitute and luckily got their guy back off the field. Keeper by Atwell off the right side. He shakes the initial tackle and picks up some positive yardage as R.J. Jones makes the stop.
Yeah, we had I don't know if it was a blitz coming from the outside, but the outside, the guy's usually containment. He came in, misses the initial hit, and Titan was able to pick up a first down on that one, just coming off the right side.
So that was enough for a first down as the ball now at the Vero Beach 32. Titans will get set. Another direct snap. Roberts to the 35, or 25.
Yeah, that's just a good play right up the gut on the first down for the Titans. Pick up a big play.
About 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
They just had great push, and they were able to get to our linebackers.
Just across the Indian 25-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard gain by Roberts. 3:47 and counting first quarter with no score. Titans now on their 9th play of the drive. Massive shift to the left side by the Titans. Counter play. Flag is down as Scott again on the counter play inside the 20-yard line, but let's check the penalty.
Yeah, we might have a legal shift or
Number 6, Damari Scott on the counter.
Yep. Legal procedure.
And an illegal shift on the Titans that's going to bring that play back and back them up about 5 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and a long 7.
So there is your comfort zone AC and heating penalty. A legal shift will null the gain by the Titans on that counter play and move them back. Make it a 2nd down and long. Back to the 30-yard line.
Trying to figure out that maybe they just didn't get set long enough before the snap.
Could be. Handoff's going to go to the left side for Davis. Davis trying to get to the edge and does. Turns it up and will get close to the 20.
Yeah, that's just speed right there. We actually had guys, white jerseys in the area, and fighting, trying to spread it, but he just actually got to the corner with the speed and was able to pick up the first down.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Titans.
That's their fourth first down on this drive.
9-yard gain by Davis on that run.
First and 10 Titans at the Indian 22-yard line.
So they'll spot it at the 22. First down and 10 for the Titans. Scott, left side, inside the 20 to about the 19.
All right, better job of that front seven, just kind of boogering it up. That's basically what you want to do. Donquell Wesley coming in on the edge on the defensive right side. Was able to get a hand on him, stop him a little bit, come up with a short gain.
About a 2-yard gain, make it second down and 8 for Treasure Coast. There's no score as we're down inside 3 minutes now. At 2:40 and counting in this first quarter. This is just the third possession of the ball game for either team. Keeper off the right side to the 10, to the 5, and out of bounds. It'll be enough for first and goal for Treasure Coast. Roberts on the carry.
Yeah, it's a counter play or the reverse, however you want to look at it. You hand it off going to the left, you come back with the inside handoff coming back to the right, and we're just not seeing that right now. We're not picking it up, which is typically meaning that someone's not staying home, someone's not doing what they're supposed to do on that particular play.
16 on that carry, puts it to the 4-yard line, first and goal. Roberts again, right side, pushes 2 and gets to the end zone.
George Roberts off the right side, touchdown Titans!
Power to the right, straight. Got a lot of guys over there and a lot of black jerseys pushing white jerseys back into the end zone. Just a dive off the right side.
So they'll bring DeLeon out to see if they can add on an extra point here. Big, long drive for the Titans. 12 plays on that drive. As DeLeon gets set for the extra point. Puts it up. And it is good. Titans strike first here in this ball game. They lead 7-0.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Rights to the broadcast of this game in the 2023 FHSAA Class 4S Football Championships have been granted to the Vero Nation Network by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association and Vero Nation Network is prohibited. Well, 71 yards, 12 plays, 4-yard run by George Roberts. Titans strike first. With 2:16 to go here in the first quarter, it's a 7-0 lead, and this scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency as the Titans get set to kick off with DeLeon. It's high down the middle, caught at the 3. EJ, right side, trying to get to the edge, and he is tackled around the 10-yard line.
So a nice, deep, high kick, and we got two guys back. The ball goes to EJ. He takes off going to the right side and fakes the handoff, coming back, the other guy coming to the left, and does not fool the Titans. And so they, great job. Anytime you can make a tackle on a kickoff inside the 20, that's a fantastic. Well, they did it darn near inside the 10.
Yeah, right at the 11-yard line where it'll be first down and 10. Now it's up to the Indians to answer after the Titans put 7 on the board. Tyler looking. Pressure coming, and he's going to get wrapped up and lost inside the 5 on the sack.
So you a lot of times the offensive line gets, the bad press when there's a sack. But when you have a guy that's wide open, you got to be able to get him the ball. And Osby was wide open, and he doesn't. It was just an easy throw. You just got to get it to the right guy.
Big loss of 6. Handoff off the left side, and another tackle for a loss as we're down around the 2-yard line now.
Yeah, that's a RPO. You have a chance to either hand that ball off or you can throw it. And when you got numbers, you typically throw it. We didn't throw it right there, and we had Isaiah Roberts out there screaming, like, get me the ball. Because right now we're on the 1-yard line, Paul.
3rd and long. From the end zone, Aronson has some time. He's got to let it go. Fires, looks for his receiver. It's caught at the 22-yard line. What a catch by Osby.
That was Osby coming all the way out of the backfield. And how about the offensive line doing a great job? He had a day to throw back there, and Tyler just did a great job of moving his feet, and making a great pass, a great over the linebackers.
Hummingbird Care Services first down, a pickup of 18 on that completion. And Aronson now with some running room, turns it upfield to the 30, trying to get to the edge, 35, 40, 45, and what a run from Tyler Aronson.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, the Titans did a great job of not having anyone open, and Tyler noticed that, sees a pocket, picks it, and goes. And, boy, I tell you what, we talked about that last week with his arm and his legs. If we can get that, boy, we'll get something going.
Pickup of 22 on that run by Aronson. Aronson looking to fire, finds his receiver Simmons, and Simmons picks up about 7, and he stopped right there.
That was that. We go back to that RPO, and he had a chance to either hand it off or keep it. He keeps it and hits a slant coming on Simmons on the left-hand side.
Just across midfield at the Titan 48.
And he's going to get to the line. 4 receivers set, and, yep, little movement by Vero. Move it back 5.
You know, Paul, we did this last time. We had a first down, and then we had some stuff where we just started going backwards. And you know, when you got the Titans, you got 2nd and short. You just can't afford to do that. And we had one of our receivers just started going a little bit quick, and once the motion goes, you know, it's like you can't stop it.
Turn it into a 2nd down and 7. Twin receivers on either side. Tyler steps up in the pocket. He wants to run again, shakes off a tackle. He's got a first down and more at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. How about a touchdown? Oh my goodness.
No. They're going to say he stepped out at the 1. Whoa, give it to him. Come on.
What a run from Tyler Aronson. I thought for sure he'd just get enough for a first down and slide. Instead, he just turned it on and got down what looked to be a touchdown. They'll say he stepped out of bounds at the 1.
That's going to be the end of the quarter, Paul.
Bring us to the end of the first
That'll
quarter
do it for the end of 1. Vero Beach is coming back to the second quarter with a 1st and goal thanks to the legs of Tyler Aronson. Titans on top, though, at the end of 1, 7-0. This is Fighting Indians football.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Wow, what a way to end the first quarter. Titans scored on the second drive for them on the night, 7-0. Vero Beach on the move right now. Again, a drive that started at their own 11-yard line, but technically with a couple of bad plays on 1st and 2nd down was really at the 1-yard line. So we're looking at a 99-yard drive right now, folks, as Tyler Aronson has used his legs twice so far on this drive for some big-time plays, including that 52-yard run just to end the first quarter here. So let's get set for first and goal at the 1. And we are in the Kern Flooring Company red zone. Handoff, right side for Osby, who goes in untouched.
Well, awesome job by that right side. You got Big Champ over there. And I believe you had Vargas on that side also. They did a great job of sealing it off. And he goes in, I think, almost untouched ball on the right side.
Wow, what a drive and an answer from Vero Beach.
Paul, I got to give credit to do, too. I mean, talk about Derek Williams on the his mom was our
yeah.
And he actually was the sealing block on that, and unselfish play gets us in the end zone.
So Marson will get set for the extra point. Banshoff, who, by the way, was running cross country in the state meet this morning in Tallahassee, as the extra point, no good.
Oh. And the extra point is no good.
So Vero Beach still trails by 1, 7-6.
The safety of young athletes is priority 1. The professionals at Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery are the official physicians for Fighting Indians sports. We thank them for helping make this broadcast possible. They offer care in orthopedics, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. More at prosportsandeleterehab.com.
Caps Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Caps offers Italian cuisine, including pizzas, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Caps Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277, or capspizzamenu.com. 89 yards, 8 plays. Big runs from Tyler Aronson's feet helped keep that drive not only alive, but productive. 1-yard run by Osby, and Vero Beach with the missed extra point trails by 1, 7-6. Kickoff caught at the 10-yard line, 15, 20, 25, and stopped right near the 30-yard line.
That's a good return. Nice high kick by Marson. It was well done. Our coverage just was a little bit slow, it looked like. Early in the season, we were down there like quick. They just shoot it right up the gut, and he was able to actually bring the ball out and get some good field position for him.
So they'll spot that at the 30-yard line, where it's now 1st and 10 for the Titans, who are ahead by a single point here. Last drive, they ate about a little over 6 minutes worth of game clock. Well, ball exchange, and it's a fumble, but the Titans drop on top of it. It'll be a loss on the play.
Titans hop back on, and it's going to be a loss of 1, maybe 2.
So now second down and maybe 12 here coming up for Treasure Coast.
Looks like they're trying to go to a counter play again.
Yeah.
They take all in the shift. They take the whole team and go from the left to the right. But in the counter play was going right to left, so the whole team was coming back, and the exchange was off.
Score is 7-6. Treasure Coast on top. They've got the ball right now, starting from their own 30. First play, loss on the play. It's 2nd down and 12. Direct snap this time, right side for Davis. And the Indians doing a great job of filling the holes and a little pumped up as well.
Well, T.J. Offer was able to come in and make as a linebacker. You know, that young man is he's only a junior. And, he's one of the top linebackers in the state. Just let him do his job. And you know how you do that? When you got guys like Montgomery and Warren Perry doing their job up front and Dash Ferguson allowing him to scrape. So good job from that defensive line.
So here we go. It's looking at a 3rd down and 10 for the Titans. Vero Beach defense, if they can hold here and force a punt, will be big. Atwell, whistle. Well, flag's going to stop. There's a motion penalty, it looks like, against Treasure Coast. False start.
Boy, we had that one stuffed. I would have liked to see that.
No kidding, yeah. But it backs him up another 5 yards.
Yeah, they saw something on that right side over there that by our coaches, and I see Coach Randy Bethel over there screaming, so he saw something too that the refs obviously noticed and pushed it back. But the play did get off initially. It looked like we had it, well in check.
So they'll move the ball back to the 25-yard line where it'll be 3rd and 15. And timeout's going to be taken by the Titans to talk some things over. We'll step aside when we come back. Titans looking at a 3rd and 15.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
Back here at South County Stadium, Paul Tipton, Derek West, and Matt Paris here tonight. Region semifinal. Titans looking at a 3rd and 15. Handoff's going to go left side. Got to the 30-yard line, and the Indian defense will stop him short of the line to gain and brings up 4th down and long for Treasure Coast.
Yeah, they went a different formation. They actually had a spread offense a little bit, trips to the left, but just a direct snap, and it goes right to the, handed off to the wingman coming around the left, and our guys on the outside did a great job. Xbox goes right in there, forces them inside, and allows everybody else to come in and do their job.
All right, so DeLeon out to punt the ball away. Back deep for Vero Beach, E.J. White. DeLeon gets the punt away. Good spiral punt. E.J.'s going to let it take a bounce, and we'll walk away from it as it will roll down to the 21-yard line of Vero Beach.
That was a wise play. That was a low line drive, spiraling kick. Just a really tough one to try to field. That was a smart play by EJ of just letting that ball die. You know, we got the wet grass out here in our field. That ball would have went, to
the end zone.
The end zone. Yeah. But here with this wet field, it died. That was a smart play by the sophomore EJ White.
Indians down by 1. Will get their 3rd possession of the night. Starting from their own 21, 1st down and 10. They'll go trips to the right side. Aronson looking that way, fires. And it goes incomplete, near interception. As I don't know if EJ was on the wrong side of the field or what was going on there, but it was not in a good spot.
Well, they look like they're almost like they're faking a screen and see if they can do what they call the fox or the letting the inside guy go. But you have the hitch, and he tries to hit the hitch, and he wasn't close with that one.
2nd down and 10. Twin receivers on either side this time. Handoff, no play action. Going to fire, ball hit at the line of scrimmage, will fall incomplete. He was looking at Simmons on the left side.
Yeah, we ran that play early. It's an RPO. You got a slant coming from the outside, and he was open. He actually had some room, and just ball got tipped at the line.
3rd down and 10 now for Vero Beach. Griffin in at receiver on the same side with E.J. White. And the Indians will squeeze it in a little bit. So from 21, 1st down and 10, receiver in motion is Roberts. Aronson's got time. Flag down. He's going to fire, and then going out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, you get an illegal shift. So what you have is you got a guy in motion. He brings Roberts in motion. Roberts comes in motion, and as soon as Roberts does, you have Osby as he's coming to shift. He goes from the right side to the left side. Well, you can't do that because everyone has to be set.
So either way, penalty or incomplete, it brings up 4th down, and it will be punt time for Vero Beach.
Well, Titans on their punt were able to flip the field. We weren't able to do anything with no first down, so let's see what we can do with a punt. Titans have 2 men back to receive this punt.
Torres getting set for the punt. Got 2 receivers back for Treasure Coast. Torres gets an end-over-end punt. Takes a big hop. And then on the collection, the receiver slips on that turf right about the same area we saw Tyler take a slip there.
Number 12, Cam Harris.
He does. I think it's Harris. He does a great job because if he doesn't catch it, the ball bounces, goes over his head. He runs back and catches it over his shoulder. And if he doesn't, that ball keeps going even further. But yeah, he at least fielded it. Wasn't able to do much afterward with the slip, but kept it from rolling all the way down to about the
36.
Yeah, he's on 36 now. That ball would probably went to the 20.
First down and 10. Titans ahead by 1, 7-6. Atwell, he's looking to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fire. He's looking for a receiver. And it goes incomplete. Now they're going to throw a flag.
Pass intended for number 12.
Wow, I'm not sure about that one.
Looks like we got a flag on the
field.
field.
The ball was underthrown, and so Harris had us beat. And as we were coming back, as he was coming back for the ball, we might have just got in there before.
It's going to be pass interference.
It was really, really, really close.
Yeah.
The ref that actually threw the flag was behind the play. But either way, that's a first down for the Titans.
So there's a comfort zone AC and heating penalty. This one going against Vero Beach. And they'll mark this one off now after they get back to the original line of scrimmage there at the 36. And they'll get just inside the 50 to Vero Beach's 49.
Very similar play that we had last week with Tutu. Tutu had to come back for the ball. Guy reaches in and puts a hand in there, no call. I think that probably would have been the wise call of this one.
Another little direct snap up the gut. Pushes ahead for about 3 yards.
Number 4, George Roberts.
And Roberts on the carry.
Yeah, Roberts catches it and does a spin move, but instead of spinning to the right or left, he actually spins right and comes right back up the gut.
Second down and 6 for the Titans.
So a gain of 3, make it 2nd and 7. 8 minutes left in this second quarter. Treasure Coast leading 7-6. Winner moves on to round 3 to face the winner of DeLand and University. Fighting Indians looking at a 2nd down and 7 now on the defensive side. And whistle's going to stop play. Timeout taken by Treasure Coast with 7:39 remaining in the second quarter. We'll have more.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
All right, so they jumped back to the ball real quick, and speaking of jumping to the ball, so did our defensive line jump across the line and give them 5 yards.
As we cross over midfield into Vero Beach territory.
So now they'll move that ball from the 47 up to the 42. Counter play. Indians look like they had it bottled up, but a good job by the running back to find a little crease and gets past the 40 to the 40 or to the 39-yard line. And real close to a first down.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to give it to him. I know if it's this rough down here that you know it's definitely going to be a first down. Here he comes. He's going to let everyone know that, hold on. He's either going to tell him, hey, we need, yeah, there you go. Give him a first down.
And it is, in fact, another
what are we
Titan
doing?
First down.
Oh, good
It'll be
golly.
first and 10 at the Indian 39-yard line.
7:14 and counting left in the second quarter. Titans at the Vero 39, first down and 10. Davis, right side, trying to get to the edge, shakes one tackle to the 30 and out of bounds around the 25.
Yeah, we had a chance over there. 2-2 Griffin has a chance to at least get him down, but was not able to come down with a tackle as the ball just goes along the right side, and they get another first down. That's their third on this drive.
Picked up 12 on that run by Davis to the Vero Beach 27. Inside 7 minutes to go. Another counter play to the left side. This one down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, Rivers coming over the linebacker position, having to make the stop on that. They really, they found something that they like on that counter play. They're getting us going one way, and we're not able to make the adjustment.
Indian 21-yard line.
This drive started from the Treasure Coast 36. Currently, the ball at the Vero Beach 22, where it's second down and 5. Titans going to line up with twin receivers on the right side. Atwell's going to hand off to the 20-yard line, so another 2-yard gain by the Titans.
Straight give to number 6, Damari Scott.
Yeah, Dash Ferguson in there making a stop with Big Montgomery.
Down and 3 for the Titans.
So when you look at this, they're holding this a 3rd down and 3, but we know what this territory is, Paul,
As we come
all
to the
day
water
long.
break here in the second quarter, your
So
score,
we've got our second
Treasure
water
Coast
break of this first half at 6:05 to go here in the second quarter. Treasure Coast leading 7-6.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Keeper by Roberts off the right side. He'll be very close to a first down. They needed 2 yards, and that looks like about what he got on that run off the right side.
It's another close one. Boy, I tell you what, it's close. Oh, they're calling it a 4th down.
Right side.
All right, gut check time now for
Short
Vero
of the first
Beach.
down, 4th down and
Ball at the 17-yard line.
Deep
4th
in
and
Indian
1.
territory.
5.5 and counting left in this second quarter. Titans with Roberts. He lands right through the middle, and he's inside the 10. First down and first and goal for Treasure Coast.
Boy, I tell you what, the Titans did a great job of, now we're going to get a shove, and we're going to get a great acting job by the Titans. But they did a great job of just cut blocking and just getting our guys right down low and first down. Now we're going to get a personal foul on us as well.
Personal foul on Vero Beach.
So that'll be half the distance to the goal.
That's
That'll
gonna
put
move
it
half
inside the
distance
5.
To the goal. And another Treasure Coast first down.
So Vero Beach got to keep its composure here, not let this thing get away from them. With 5:07 to go here in the second quarter.
You know, Paul, they talk about winning the game in the trenches, and right now that's what the Titans have done on their drives, win this on the trenches. But right here, Vero's got to step up. This is the time right here. Your back's against the wall. I mean, it's, you know, you're 5:07, you're down by 1, 7-6 here in the second quarter. I mean, this is it. Let's see what we got.
First and goal at the 4. Atwell, counter play, left side, and he's caught in the backfield. What a play! Avion Rivers.
That's what you're supposed to do. When you start reading your keys and you're reading the guards in this, when they're pulling, you just got to go. You can't think. You got to read the key and trust the key and go. And that's what Avion was able to do. He didn't allow the pulling guard to come and get him. He shoots through and gets for a loss.
Loss on the play of 2. It's 2nd and goal. Now from the 6. Massive shift to the left by the Titans. Counter play. Davis right side. Shakes the tackles. He's down to the 1. Now one is signaling touchdown and one is not.
It's going to be on the goal line, the 1 yard line. Well, I tell you what, you got another one where you have a chance to make a play. You've got to make the play. When you get the initial hit, you got to bring him down. And we had a hit on one of our guys.
Yeah, we did.
He was able to make the initial hit, but just couldn't get it down. And now it's on the what?
It's on the 1.
The 1 foot line?
Yeah. 3rd and goal. Indians did it last week against Heritage. Can they do it again? Another big shift to the left side. And now Whistle's going to stop play here. As I think Treasure Coast has called another timeout. That'll be their last.
I don't know if they call a timeout, Paul, if there was something where there's a...
Oh, a player.
Yeah, they have a uniform. So you got George Roberts is having to come off.
Atwell into the game. All right, so now they'll line up again for 3rd down at the 1 foot line. 3rd and goal. Snap off the right side is Scott, and he's in.
Number 6, Damari Scott.
Not much you can say about that, Paul. They just pushed our guys further than we can push their guys off the right side, and it's tough. It's tough to stop them on the any type of short yardage.
Scott from the 1 yard run caps off pretty much 11-play drive for the Titans, who ate up another big chunk of clock. There's only 3:36 remaining in this second quarter as DeLeon gets set for the extra point, and it is good. Titans extend their lead 14-6 here late in the second quarter.
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
64 yards in 11 plays, 1 yard run by Damari Scott. Treasure Coast now extending its lead here late in the second quarter, 14-6. That is your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive. DeLeon for Treasure Coast will get set to kick off to Vero Beach. 5 minutes chewed up on that last drive, as this one will go into the end zone for the touchback, and so Vero will start from its own 20, down 14-6.
And that ball's kicked through the end zone.
All right, so, Paul, we got 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go. We need a couple of first downs right here. We obviously don't want to give them the ball back. We want our defense, who just was on the field for quite a bit. We need to give them a little break. Let's get some first downs, and let's see what Vero can do. And just methodically, let's move down.
Well, this could be a real opportune moment for Vero Beach. If they can go down and get a score, they get the ball to start the third quarter. 80 yards to go. 3 minutes, 36 seconds to go in this second quarter. Indians will line up, a little shifting from the left to the right. Handoff off the right side. A little bit of a hole as Osby plows his way almost for a 10-yard gain.
Well, it looks like they're going to give that 10-yard gain, first down. That was a little bit of a Titan-esque. We did a little shift. We got numbers in there. We've got
first and 10 from the 30.
That's a Hummingbird Care Services first down for Vero Beach up to the 30-yard line. Another handoff, Osby, right side, a little jump cut, stays on his feet, 40 to the 45. What a move by Double O.
Wow, same thing. We start to the left. We got numbers to the right as far as the line. We're overloaded to the right. He's going from the left to the right. He gets hit about 3 yards and then just somehow steps to the side and picks up another first down.
Yeah, that gets to the 45-yard line. Another Hummingbird Care Services first down, as it looks like the Indians might take a timeout here and talk some things over with 3:13 to go here in this second quarter. Indians down 14-6 here, Matt. And, just looking at the drives, how they went. Treasure Coast started out basically a 3-and-out and punt. Vero Beach, 4-and-out and punt. Then Treasure Coast scored. We answered with a score. Then it was Treasure Coast punt. We punted. Treasure Coast just scored. So maybe.
If there's a pattern.
If there's a pattern. Could be. Could be.
I was pretty good at those on the SAT. Is there a pattern here? Seems like you were too. And then, you're down 14-6, so Don off the air is asking, do you go for two if you do get a score? And I think you can go either way, but if you do, I don't think there's a wrong answer. If you just say, hey, let's get the field goal, we'll be down one. And
yeah.
Most coaches would like to go for the two to make it up.
All right, so we're back out on the field at the 45-yard line. Again, going to shift two to the right side. Run off the right side for Osby, working right behind number 55, that's 56, Jordan Thomas.
Yeah, same play, Paul. We start with guys in motion. We come over, and it's just a dive from the left to the right.
And a nice pickup, another 4-yard gain.
Yeah.
Or actually 5 now, the way they're marking it. Yeah. So they're at midfield. Clock continues to tick here a little bit. Vero's down 14-6, but on the move. Twin receivers on either side. Osby will shift to the right side of Tyler. Aronson, play action, pressure coming, and they're going to get him in the backfield.
Yeah, it was an RPO, and Tyler, it just too much pressure coming up. I don't know. I think he's supposed to just stay right there. I don't think he's supposed to retreat or anything, but pressure got on him, and he was not able to do anything. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Man, unfortunately, we had a good thing moving.
Yeah. Lose 4 on the play. It's 3rd down and 9 now. We'll send 3 receivers left side. Tyler's looking to throw. He's got time. Steps up in the pocket, and he's going to get hit.
Yeah, that's going to, I'm not going to put that one on the offensive line. Tyler stepped into that. They actually had some protection. He's looking for a crossing, and he had EJ coming across. If he just is a little more patient, he'll see EJ coming across, and
Yep, so missed opportunity there for Vero Beach as they'll have to punt the ball away with 1:20 and counting left in the second quarter.
Titans should get the ball back with a little under a minute left here in the first half.
And Torres will get set to punt.
They're just going to let the clock go down as much as they can. They don't have a play clock here, but they got the back ref, and he'll put his hand up when there's 10 seconds. And then when it gets to 5, he'll start counting off with his hand, so you'll see it.
Yeah, inside a minute, so there's 10 seconds.
Now here we go.
And Vero may just take a timeout here.
Take a timeout.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they do. They'll stop the clock here with 44 seconds. All right, we'll step aside for a brief timeout here. We'll be back with a 4th down situation for Vero Beach.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
All right, so Vero Beach milked as much of the clock as they could, took a timeout, and then they'll bring the punt unit back out on the field and get set to punt the ball away with 44 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Titans going to drop back just one receiver this time. They've been doing two so far in this game. Little end over end. Takes a big hop for Vero Beach towards the 30-yard line. And they'll down it around the 29-yard line. And the clock stopped at 32 seconds remaining. Okay, Matt, so if you're Treasure Coast, you're up by 8, and I think you have one timeout remaining, 32 seconds. What do you do?
You do what you've been doing. You're going to run the ball. You're probably going to hit a couple counters. I don't know why you would even think about doing anything else. You got an 8-point lead, and that's what the Titans want. Hey, give me the lead and let us chew up the clock and let our defense do what they do. So right here, it's like, will they maybe take one long? Possibly, but I would imagine they're probably just going to run the ball.
They got two receivers spread out on the left side. And a knee. There you go. Atwill will just take that knee and let the clock roll here.
And interesting. But once again, there's no fumbles. There's nothing that's going to happen. And you just go into they're comfortable going into the halftime with an 8-point lead.
Minimize the mistakes. That's what Treasure Coast loves to do, and you can't fault them for it. So it's going to be a 14-6 lead for Treasure Coast going into the locker room. Vero Beach won the toss but deferred to the second half, so they will get the ball to start the third quarter of play. And let's go down the sideline. Derek Scott, Coach Jay.
Coach Jay, thoughts on the first half?
We gotta clean some things up. Obviously, we get the second half kickoff, so we're down a score. We knew we were going to be in for a tough game, so I think that's what we got. Always got to clean some things up and come out and play a cleaner second half.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks a lot, Derek. Vero Beach down by 8 going into the locker room, as we'll head to the Genesis Church of Vero Beach halftime show featuring women of the Fighting Indians. 14-6, the score here at halftime. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians halftime show, brought to you by Genesis Church. Here's your host, Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. I am Bobby Paris, and we will be getting a woman's perspective on Friday night under the lights in Vero Beach. My guest this evening is the beautiful Michelle Hutchins. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you for having me.
All righty. Michelle is the mom to Fighting Indian Derek Williams, better known as DJ. Number 5, senior varsity running back, special teams. And as my husband says, Derek also shines on the track field. He's a track star, running sprints and relays, which no doubt contributes to his speed on the football field. But Michelle, this is your evening. This is your time. So tell us about Michelle.
I was born in West Palm Beach, Florida.
I was born and raised, actually. The schools I went to I went my freshman year in Cardinal Newman. Then I transferred to Palm Beach Gardens High School, and I graduated from Survivors Charter School. I come from a family of 4. My mom was an only child. She had 4 children, and I have 3 children of my own. I have Derek, who's my oldest. He's 18. I have Destiny, who's 17, and then Dion, who is 13. I'm also a stay-at-home mom, and I pretty much just take care of everyone in the house.
That's a big job, and you are a busy lady. And we know that between August, well, you even said summer when they start their practices, you are one. They're going in all different directions too. So you've got basically 3 teenagers. August starts school, football games, and then holidays and school events. It just doesn't stop. And like I said, children going in different directions. How do you keep the Hutchins household organized during this busy time?
I pretty much wait until everyone is gone. Once everyone is off to school, I start my day then by cleaning and prepping the house and whatever comes during the day.
Do you do a lot of cooking? Because I have a feeling these kids are big eaters.
Yes, I cook Monday through Thursday. Friday is pretty much everybody eats what they want, and Saturday and Sunday is the weekend, so they eat what they want.
Okay, and I have a feeling that pizza rolls are in that menu, according to DJ. All right, Michelle, as a mom of a player who at times, we always know, will be on the bottom of the pile, how does this make you feel? How do you deal with this?
Sometimes I get worried, but I know that he's okay. He's a pretty strong boy, so I just pray over him all the time and just make sure he's okay.
Okay, and he's doing what he wants to do, and he's happy, and sometimes we have to just, grin and bear it, I guess, sitting up in those stands or watching it on TV, whatever the case may be, and hope he gets up real quick. Michelle, we all want our children to grow into successful, productive adults, as well as being happy about their choices. If you could choose 3 priorities for your kids, with number 1 being the most important, what would they be?
My 3 priorities would be faith in themselves and others, education, and respect for themselves and others.
Okay, and if you can accomplish that, that's good parenting. Yes. That's great. I heard this statement one time, and I think this is so true. If your children turn out better than you did, you've done a good job. That's what our goal is. Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest home. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
The FHSAA is now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Tweet us, like us, and tag us on your social platforms by searching for FHSAA. Keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. Be a fan of it all by following us on social media at FHSAA. Smart, stylish, fly, these are the words of Dapper. Joey's Downtown Dapper, a barbershop that provides more than haircuts. They provide a fun experience with a local flavor. Owner Joey Lucchini is a lifelong resident of Vero Beach, loves supporting local charities, youth sports, and Fighting Indians football. Joey's Downtown Dapper, 2005 14th Avenue, downtown Vero Beach, a supporter of Christian FM.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Once again, Bobby Paris.
My guest this evening is the beautiful Michelle Hutchins. Michelle is the mom to fighting Indian Derek Williams. I have always been a proponent of student athletes, student being number one. I talk about this every interview. No matter how good an athlete he or she may be, if they don't have the grades, they don't play. So with that thought in mind, how is Derek in the classroom?
He's a pretty good boy in the classroom, has the grades to meet everything. Okay. So he studies hard and works really hard towards everything.
Okay, tell me how this little competitiveness at home works with that.
So they pretty much compete for who has the better grades each 9 weeks, or like the progress reports. Yeah. They pretty much try to beat each other in the grades. Derek brings his grades home first. Yes, Derek pretty much shows his grades first between him and his sister.
I think that's amazing. Of all the things that today that kids can be competitive about, that's awesome. that is awesome. I didn't have that, believe me, with my kids. So anyway, all right. So does Derek have any plans after graduation? Any school that he particularly prefers? Is he a fan of any particular college?
No, not particular fan of any college that I know of. I know Pitt is one of the schools he's really interested in.
Okay. And you went and visited?
We went and visited last week. It was a really nice campus. Any other schools, I'm not too sure on what other schools he's looking at.
Okay. And as a when I say double athlete, he does football and track. So there's a possibility he could play either.
Yes.
Okay, that's his goal.
Either sport he's looking at.
Okay, and track complements the football, so I think that's good. What would his major in college right now? They change majors, all the time. But what right now would he be interested in?
I know he talks about a lot sports, either sports medicine or sports management.
Okay. That's great. All righty. Okay, we talked a little bit about Vero Beach. We look at that stadium when we drive by, and it looks like a college stadium. I'm always very proud of that. Vero is known for its 5-star program. Our coaches are amazing, and our booster club is nonstop in serving these boys. What can you tell me about that? How do you feel about that?
I actually love the program, and I just love how the staff and administration and everyone pretty much, they cater to the students and help them through whatever they need to get through.
I know the coaches are there, and they always have their interest off the field as well as on the field. If they run into a problem, they're going to be there to help them. So I give kudos to our coaches. And the boosters, my goodness, they feed them every day, and we didn't have that when we were in high school. So, yeah, I think it's a wonderful program. Okay, Michelle, if you could have a Michelle Day, just a Michelle Day, what would that look like?
It would probably be somewhere at a spa or near the water. Just myself, no kids, no cell phones. That's right. Just myself, just privately.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Don't call me, I'll call you. Yes. Well, we need more of those days, so eventually that will happen. This is your chance to give a shout-out to whomever you like.
I'd like to give a shout-out to my husband, my children, and my family in West Palm Beach.
Okay, that's terrific. It has been a real pleasure getting to know you, Michelle, and your family a little better. We will be cheering you along with you for number 5, DJ. We are in the playoffs, and he has certainly helped with this. So as we finish this, we say, Go Fighting Indians!
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds in the 2023 FHSAA Football Championships, visit FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's FHSAA.com. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at NFHSnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system. Thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, not quite Gary. It's Matt. Close. Just in third?
Just in third. Yeah, you're GT, then me.
Yeah.
I might throw Kelly and Heather in there before I get there.
Hey, folks, as you can tell, we're trying to have a little bit of fun here, in spite of the fact that Vero Beach is down 14-6 here at halftime. Now, the good news is Vero's going to get the ball to start the third quarter. Now, what can they do with the ball once they get it? We don't know yet, but I think Coach Jay is going to be, he's talking with the crew right now. Now, some interesting things took place during halftime here. The team the team being Vero Beach, could not get in their locker room at halftime. It was locked. Imagine that, a locker room being locked. And so they literally were making announcements over the PA about if they could find one of the Parks and Recreation people to come unlock the door. So they've actually been down on the field in one of the end zones trying to work their halftime. So whether or not that's going to make a difference, I don't know. I don't think so, but let's just give you the run of the tape real quick of the Durfee's Heating and Cooling first half stats. Real simple. I'll give you the bottom line. Total number of yards, 120 for Treasure Coast, 118 for Vero Beach. That's it. Now, Vero Beach had 6 penalties for 35 yards. Treasure Coast had 2 for 10 yards. Is that a difference? Maybe. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I would say so, especially on that last drive. We had a 5-yard penalty, which, when they do that little shift or when they go into their set motion, they'll say ready, set, and they go down. The fact that we're still jumping off sides, it's inexcusable, and the coaches know that because not only they've practiced this, you've already seen it a couple times, and they're not doing anything fancy on this little set. You just got to know, like, hey, you can't jump off sides. And anytime you're going to give 5 yards to the Titans, that's huge for them because they're looking at 4 or 5 yards of play. That's almost a guaranteed first down. And then when you have a pass interference, a little sketchy on the pass interference, but it was a big call because we actually had a stop at that moment. And then we have a personal foul on that all on the same drive that sustained it, that was able to get them to their second touchdown. And we just can't do that this half. We got to play mistake-free ball on both sides of the ball. Coach always talks about playing in front of the chains, meaning you got the first down, you got 10 yards. Every play, we got to be going forward. No penalties, no sacks, no slips, nothing like that, no busted plays. Let's keep going forward. I mean, we're in this thing. It's 14-8. I mean, yeah, we got 14-6. We got a little delay. We didn't get our Gatorade and our water out quite as early as we wanted to.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, really. I mean, but the bottom line is that, Vero Beach it's had opportunities in the first half, capitalized on some. I mean, how about the legs of Tyler Aronson, big 52-yard run? I mean, look, his numbers for the half were 7 for 56. Now, that would be more, but those sacks took away from some of that yardage.
That's right. And part of that's the field condition where he took a sack on that. Other ones where it's just, you got to sometimes tip your hat to the Titans, to the defense, because whether it's the confusing, whatever they're doing out there, it's giving Tyler a different look, or maybe not a different look, but whatever he's not seeing, and that's allowing the Titans, their defensive line, to come in and get the sack. He's had time to throw, Paul.
Yeah.
I would say
agree.
that our offensive line have done a great job of actually giving him the time to throw. Like the one sack we took there, he actually steps up into it and taking it instead of back. But with that being said, the touchdown that we got, it's 3rd and long, and we're on our 1 yard line, and he backs up and throws a dime over to Osby to get us out of that, and we go down and score. So I don't want to, bash our quarterback too much because, between that throw and then the 2 long runs, that's our lone score.
Yep, absolutely. 14-6 is the score right now, and while we have a moment, why don't we head down to the sideline, check in with Derek West, and find out what was the talk in the end zone, Derek?
Of all of the halftimes that I've done, that might be the most interesting halftime that I've ever been a part of. It took us till about 8 minutes left in the half to be able to hydrate, but coaches were pretty optimistic. Kind of a close game, guys. What you do in each single snap and each play, it really counts. Opportunities are going to exist in the second half, and the game's going to be determined by how well you take advantage of them. On defense, I really felt like we got hurt on the edges, and I feel like it's been a really big thing at halftime for coaches kind of to get that kind of cleaned up. Also, offense, really important on first down that we get some positive yardage in the second half going forward, particularly as we get on the other side of the field. So looking forward to the second half, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, DW. And, Vero Beach now has gotten some hydration. They're starting to stretch out. We'll step aside, get ready for the second half of this region semifinal between Treasure Coast and your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. More to come right after this.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic, when the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Gary not able to be here tonight. He's on the road with UCF. They are on their way to Lubbock, Texas to take on Texas Tech tomorrow. So for all of you Knight fans, hey, go Knights and charge on. There's one right here beside me, Dr. Matt Paris. All right, Matt, in the last segment we were talking about that. Yeah, I don't want to beat up Tyler either. You know, Lenny talks about this all the time about, sometimes the quarterback gets too much praise and sometimes he gets too much blame. And I think this is a good case of that. I mean, Tyler's done a pretty good job so far. I mean, yeah, there's been some mistakes, obviously. But going forward now, okay, what do you expect to see out of Vero Beach when they come out of this timeout here and get ready for this third quarter?
Well, we talked about taking what's given to you, and we mentioned that a lot. The last game, Paul, you go back and look at the film, and there was opportunities for some big hit plays, okay? I haven't seen that tonight. And we're keeping our eyes downfield. And we've had some guys, whether it's in the flat or it's in the little zones where we can get some pick up some yardage. I think if we just stick to that, get our reads going from low to high instead of high to low, we can actually move the ball. I loved what Lenny did as far as putting the overload, bringing extra. It's not even really an overload if you want to say it, but we had 3 instead of 2 offensive linemen plus a couple of receivers, and we were able to run the ball with Osby with very much with an effectiveness, 2 first downs and a 5. I mean, 3 plays, we had 25 rushing yards is what I had. Yeah. And, hey, let's mix it up a little bit, run that in a little bit, get Tyler, get him going on some of those little quick passes. And, man, let's get back in this game.
Got to have a little bit of concern about your defense. They spent a lot of time on the field in that first half of play. You got to have your offense putting some sustained drives together so that they don't get gassed late in this ball game.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. But you know what, Paul? I mean, they're high school kids, and let's go down and score. If we score in 15 seconds, hey, so be it. Defense, get your butts out there.
No, I'm not saying not score. Right. Yeah.
But you're right. Now, what we can't do is we just can't have the penalties. Okay, you can't just have where you do a great job on 3 plays and then mess up.
Right.
It's like, hey, guys, it's discipline. Here we are. This is the second round of the playoffs. All right, we got to stop making some of those mental mistakes. And I think if we do that, we actually have a chance of stopping them. And then we get the right personnel out there. I've seen that, what Derek said. They were able to get the edge a little bit on us. And now that's not always that defensive end's job. We got hangover guys. We call guys that are on that just on the outside hanging over. And they got to do a better job also of making the play when this opportunity comes.
So this game got started a little bit earlier than most of the games because technically in the playoffs you start at 7:30 with a kickoff. Both this game and the previous game, Treasure Coast applied to the state and requested, can we move our game up to 7 o'clock? And they were given approval. So a lot of the other games are just kind of getting going. So like right now, DeLand is over University right now, but only 7-0 because it's just getting started in the first part of that game. So we'll kind of keep tabs on that. But the most important thing we're keeping tabs on right now is this game right here between Vero Beach and Treasure Coast. We'll have more of this coming up right after this.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
This is Fighting Indians football, brought to you by Central Assembly.
Back here at South County Stadium, where Vero Beach getting set to receive the ball to start this third quarter. The Indians won the toss at the beginning of the game. They deferred to the second half. So we'll get to see the Indians offense here, at least we hope. Last week we thought the same thing and it didn't quite turn out that way. So we'll see as Treasure Coast gets set to kick the ball off, and the Titans leading by 8 points here as we get started with the second half, 14-6.
Welcome back for second half action here at South County Stadium.
And it is DeLeon getting set to kick the ball off. And he's set. And here we go, down the middle of the field. Ball caught right at the 1 yard line. A little slip, and they're going to call that a touchback as Roberts went to plant and his foot slipped on the goal line.
Well, you talk about a weapon. I mean, the young man for Titans be able to kick that ball high and deep right at the line and the goal line. And luckily they called a touchback on that. I'll take that.
Speaking of luckily, I mean, good break for Vero Beach to get that ball as called as a touchback and get it to the 20-yard line. So here we go. Tyler Aronson used his legs on a few different runs here in this first half. One of them set up a score for Vero Beach, the only score we have so far in this ball game. On first down, he's looking to throw. Fires right side. Has his receiver. Right side is E.J. White. And down near the 30-yard line should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's a speed out from E.J. And how about our quarterback? Taking what's given. We just talked about that. You look at the Titans are running what they call quarters. And that the outside cornerback looks like he's up, but then he starts to bail out. And when he does that, you run the out, and that's a good first down.
That is a Hummingbird Care Services first down as they spotted it to the 31-yard line. Aronson Out of the pocket. Now thinking about running left side. Trying to shake off a tackle. He'll stretch forward, but he got some positive yards out of that.
Well, I tell you what, that's when you saw the athleticism of Tyler Aronson. Nothing really going on. He does a great spin move, which you'll see quarterbacks in the next level do. And pick up a little bit of yardage.
Yeah, got a good 2 yards out of the play. Make it second down and 8.
For the Indians at their
Ball
own 32-yard line.
Ball at the 33 as we approach 1 minute into this ball game for the second half. Twin receivers on either side. Aronson looking downfield, fires, has E.J. White at the 39 to the 40, 45, pushing his way, trying to get to the 50, but he'll be stopped around the 48.
Woo, nice pitch and catch on the right-hand side. Looked like it was a hitch out here, and E.J. just goes, gets it. And then you talk about hips on a young man. This kid's a sophomore, and he moves his hips so well. It's like a shake and bake. Coach has told him, hey, when you run those short routes, I want 8 yards. I want catch it, get 8. Once you're after 8, he goes, breakdance all you want.
Picked up 16 on that. It's a Hummingbird Care Services first down at the 49. Twin receivers on either side. Aronson with one back in the backfield. Looking to throw. Out of the pocket, he's going to run it to midfield. Picks up a couple.
All right, nothing going on that right side. He was looking at either Tutu or EJ on this right-hand side. Nothing was there. And able with his legs pick up a couple of yards.
And they'll get into Titan territory to the 49-yard line with that run by Aronson. Set up a second down and 7. On a 4-receiver set. Aronson looking, right side, fires again. He looks for E.J. White on that right side. E.J. shakes and gets to the 30-yard line.
Well, he likes that short side of the field. You got E.J. and Tutu. E.J. playing the outside receiver. He goes about 6, 7 yards, maybe 7, 8 yards, and just turns around. And how about Tyler slinging it out on a dime and allowing E.J. to pick up 19 yards.
To the 30-yard line, and it is another Hummingbird Care Services first down. And this is the 3rd first down of this drive. Play action, swing left side. Roberts trying to get a block, and he's going to get at least 9 out of that one.
Boy, little bubble route inside receiver. He's just going from just a bubble route, a long throw, but Tyler, that you saw the strength of his arm right there, Paul. And what does he do? Puts it on the upfield shoulder and is able to allow Roberts to pick up some big yards.
It'll be just shy of a first down. Make it second and short.
Yeah, they're calling first down.
No, they're actually going to call it first down. All right, so they're going to give it to him. He got 10 out of that. It's a Hummingbird Care Services first down to the 20. Indians down 14-6 here as we're into the third quarter, the opening possession of this third quarter. Aronson, he wants to run up the middle. 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Tyler Aronson with his legs.
No flags on the play, Paul. What a terrific drive by the senior, Tyler Aronson. Dishing the dime when he has to, and then going in for the layup when he has his opportunity.
All right, Matt, so do you do 2 here?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is a time right now. Your offense is just, it's hot right here. You got Titans back. I say let's go for it. Let's go for 2.
Ten carries, 81 yards, and now a touchdown for Tyler Aronson. Came out in this third quarter, finding E.J. White with some catches and passes on the right side, and then found an opening with his legs and went into the end zone for the score. There's a flag over on the far side.
Vero Beach lining up to go for 2 on the left hash.
All right, maybe that was inadvertent.
Yeah.
I don't know. Vero's going to line up to go for 2. And we got it spread wide on the right side with 3 receivers. Quick check to the sideline. Aronson's got Osby in the backfield. Looking.
There
Aronson's going to fire. He's got his receiver, and it's going to go incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
So, Vero Beach does get the touchdown, but they can't convert, so they find themselves down by 2 now, 14-12.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club card dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA Football Championship possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Max Preps official scores and statistics of the FHSAA. GoFan, official online ticketing provider of the FHSAA. NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. And Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2023 FHSAA Football Championships. All right, how about 80 yards and 7 plays? We didn't get the 2-point conversion, so we're still down by 2. A 20-yard run by Tyler Aronson for the score. As we kick off to the Titans around the 5-yard line, to the 10, 15, 20. And we'll tackle him around the 25-yard line. Good return by the Titans. So a good opening drive for Vero Beach, Matt, even though we don't get the 2-point conversion. I like what I saw.
Absolutely. You know, he did exactly. You're talking about Tyler Aronson, our quarterback, your senior, coming out, pressure time, big time to step up, and he did. He made the right decisions, hit the right guys. When it wasn't there, he used his legs to pick up a few yards, and then busted for the touchdown off the side.
14-12 the score. Titans still with a 2-point lead with 8:10 to go in this first quarter. Titans line up at their own 26, first down and 10. Off the right side is Davis. Davis stays on his feet, shakes a few tackles, and he gets close to the 35-yard line.
A little razzle-dazzle. Obviously, that's what they're doing, and we just had some jerseys over there. Couldn't get the young man down.
Number 3, Jamison Davis off the right side.
So they're actually going to have him go out of bounds right around, it looks like about the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5 for the Titans.
But still a nice 7-yard gain.
This week, get back to the fundamentals, Paul, and just have your guys, hey, make sure you're reading your keys and don't think, just play.
Titans going to take a timeout here. Inside 8 minutes to go in his third quarter, so we'll step aside as well. Vero Beach down 14-12.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Downtown Dipper Ice Cream Shop on 14th Avenue in Vero Beach. Downtown Dipper is a step back in time to an old school ice cream shop, serving 24 flavors of hand-scooped ice cream. A family-owned and operated ice cream shop. Open Tuesday through Sunday and closed on Mondays. Thanks to Downtown Dipper for supporting Christian FM and the Fighting Indians. Titans took a timeout, Matt, because they had 12 guys on the field and maybe dodged a penalty here. Actually, they did dodge a penalty. Probably should have been called for 12 men on breaking the huddle, but they didn't get that call. Handoff's going to go left side. No, keeper up the middle by Roberts to the 35-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd and short for Treasure Coast.
Yeah, to bring the wingman in motion from the right to the left. He fakes it and keeps it himself like a wildcat. That's what we see. But you're right, Paul. They broke the huddle with 12 men. And then as they were breaking the huddle, they recognized it. And then they call a timeout. That should have been a penalty.
Yeah, and our coaches were arguing it, but of course, you know, it did not get overturned. 3rd and 2. Little counter left side. Good cop as the Indians slice right through there. That's Rivers again.
That is going to be a loss, Paul, and what a terrific play at the right moment for Rivers to come in there and force a fourth down.
Punting unit on its way out for Treasure Coast. What a play by Avion Rivers. Young man has had such a great season. He's got an interception. He's had 4 sacks, and he's about second or third on the team in tackles. DeLeon comes out to punt the ball away. E.J. White dropping back deep for Vero Beach. Punt is away. A little bit of a shank punt here. It's going to be a short one. Bounces out of bounds right around the 40-yard line of Vero Beach.
Hey, defense did their job. All right, they came out, they got the stop. It was a third and short, which are a second and short, third and short, which is typically a where Titans want to be, and Rivers comes in and makes it a fourth down.
Well, we got our first water break of this second half at 6:24 in the third quarter. Vero Beach down by 2.
Hi, I'm Shelly, owner of Dog Training Elite, Treasure Coast. Our family passion is to help the families that come to us create peace and harmony in the home with their beloved family dog. At Dog Training Elite, we're dedicated to helping our clients, along with their dogs, learn obedience, manners, or train to be service dogs. Any size and age, we can help. Online at dogtrainingelite.treasurecoast.com. Go Indians!
Football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2023 Florida High School Football State Championship games. The intense action takes place at Ken Riley Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium in Tallahassee, December 7th through the 9th. Come out and watch the best in Florida high school football play. Visit FHSAA.com for more information. Great defensive stand by Vero Beach. Forced the punt on Treasure Coast. And that's coming off a nice opening drive for Vero Beach in this third quarter to make it 14-12 off the touchdown. Here they start from their own 40-yard line. Handoff's going to go to Osby off the right side. Boy, Osby was going to try to cut, and he just looked like he was on skates.
Yeah, we did that same play that we did earlier. We had a little overload on the right, and Titans did a good job of stringing it out. He had nowhere to cut it up, and then when he decided to, the wet ground got him.
Second down and 10 for the
So
Indians.
no gain. It'll be second down and 10. Tyler, 7 of 10 for 92 yards through the air. And it's been a productive night for the young man, both through the air and on the ground using his legs. In fact, he got a 20-yard run to get the touchdown. On this one, he's looking to throw. Well, maybe not. Now he's going to be in pressure from behind, and he's going to go down with a sack about 5 yards deep.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was anything going on down the field. And he decided, hey, there's a spot to run. He looked like it. Titans closed it up. Nowhere to go. And a big sack for the Titans.
I'll say 4-yard loss. Back to the 36-yard line. Third down and 14. On a 4-receiver set. Aronson fires, and it'll go incomplete.
Our route falls incomplete.
And that will bring the punt unit out for Vero Beach.
As the punt unit
well, that was a quick 3 and out right there, Paul.
Yeah, it was. I mean, for Vero Beach, they had an opportunity to seize a lot more momentum here. For Treasure Coast, they're breathing a little sigh of relief.
Oh, there's no doubt. They came out and just Vero had good field position, and they pushed us back. And let's see if we can't return the favor and push them back.
They're going to send 2 receivers back deep this time. Eddie Torres waits for the snap. He'll get the punt away. A little end-over-end punt. Fair catch called right around the 32-yard line.
Fair catch called for and made at the 33-yard line of the Titans.
Well, Paul, we knew that the Titans, one of their strengths is their defense.
Yep.
And, they're going to get some stops. And let's just go on the sideline. We'll go down underneath the tent. Let's see what the film says and see what we can do to change things.
All right, so the Titan offense back out on the field. Last time they were out, they started from their own 26. This time from their own 33 with 4 minutes, 46 seconds to go, third quarter. Little counter to the left side. to the 39-yard line. You pick up of about 6 on the play.
Yeah, one of the things the Titans, they do a good job, Paul, is they get to that next level. And then when I say next level, it's the getting to our linebackers. When they can do that, they're going to pick up 3, 4, 5, 6 yards at a time.
They'll spot it at the 38, so it'll be a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5.
Good run by the Titans brings up 2nd and 5 from their own 39-yard line.
4:14 to go and counting in this third quarter. Titans up by 2. Fake. Davis trying to keep it left side, and the Indians doing a good job of stringing it out and will not allow more than about a yard gain on the play.
Number 4, George.
It looks like they're probably going to get a little bit more than that, Paul, on the end. Oh, yeah, good. The other ref had them at like a 4-yard gain.
Across their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to get him to the 41, give him 3 yards on the play. So it'll be 3rd down and long 2 here.
All right, guys, just read your keys. The big guys, just booger it up and let them linebackers do what they do.
Titans line up, shift to the right side. Run to the right side by Davis. What a hit at the line of scrimmage. Wow. What a big hit, and that is Alford.
About 1.
We just talked about that. Let the big guys do their thing and allow the linebackers to come in and scrape and make the plays.
So now it's 4th down. And so far, well, here they come. I was about to say, we want to see what Coach Jones does here, and I see the punt unit making its way out.
Hey,
what a hit.
Hey, that's why that kid's being he's being recruited by everybody.
Woo. E.J. White going to drop back deep as DeLeon comes out to punt the ball away. Snap is there. Punt is away. Wow, good punt. E.J. going to have to let this one go. And it'll stop dead right around the 15-yard line. And we got a flag down. Let's check this penalty here.
He's calling an offsides on them.
Well, we'll see what the comfort zone AC and heating penalty is going to be.
If I'm coach, I'm pushing it back.
Yeah.
Make him punt again.
Punt it again. Yeah, it's going to go against Treasure Coast.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Make him punt that
punt
again.
was, yeah.
Yeah. DeLeon really got a good boom out of that one.
He did. All right. I didn't see exactly what was called, but the ref called it. It was, offsides. And
all right. So either way, it means Treasure Coast gets to do this again, except 5 yards deeper. So DeLeon will wait for the snap here as we're working our way towards 2 minutes left in this third quarter. This one, an end-over-end punt. Hits at the 30, takes a big bounce, and then Vero's just going to have to let it go. And guess what? Inside the 15 to the 13.
Well, you gamble, and that's sometimes what happens. You make him try to do it again, and our punt returner, E.J. White, slips on the play, can't get over and get to it, and it takes a Titans bounce. And so they pick up, actually, what was the ball going to be on?
I think before it was like right around the 15.
Yeah.
So,
a couple yards.
Yeah. Not the end of the world here.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we got pretty much a 99-yard drive in this game.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, 1st down and 10 for the Fighting Indian offense. Going to start from their own 13. Twin receivers on either side. Aronson, play action. Pressure comes right away. He shakes it off. He's got to let it go, let it fly. Instead, he's going to be dropped down all the way back to the 5-yard line.
Well, you called it right, Paul, when you said it. He had a guy right on him. He was able to shake it. I don't know how he did that, but he's able to shake it. But at that point, you got to let it fly, like you said. You had EJ out here, and all you got to do, you're in the pocket, just throw it way over his head.
Yeah.
From inside the Indian 10-yard line.
So they're all the way down to about the 5-yard line now. Lost to 7, 2nd and 17. Handoff's going to go to Osby. Gets a couple. I mean, obviously at that point the play clock or play calling has to change, Matt.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Short gain up the middle. Brings up 3rd down and 16.
You're sitting here and you're like, all right, let's. It's 3rd and long. Let's at least get something out that we can get a decent punt off.
So they're going to send 3 receivers right side, single to the left, and I don't know if 37 seconds to go. There's the 10-second count. Aronson looking to throw. He's got time. Now he's got to run out of the pocket, let it fly down the field. He's got a receiver. He was looking at Griffin, and it's going to be short to his intended target, and that'll mean a punt time for Vero.
Yeah, that was just good defense by the secondary of the Titans. They had us covered. They go quarters into a man, and you got the quarter when the guy's in yours. He's yours manned up, and Tyler did a good job just trying to buy some time, but there was nothing downfield.
So here comes Eddie Torres out to punt the ball away, and he's going to be about a good 7 yards deep into the end zone. Titans with a 2-point lead, 14-12, with 23 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. Torres going to get the punt away. It's an end-over-end punt. Will land around the Vero 35 and take a bounce forward to about the 38-yard line. So now Treasure Coast with excellent field position with 12 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter.
That's where the Titans will take over. 1st down and 10.
Well, that's what your Titans, that's what you're looking for. Hey, just punt the ball like they did. They didn't try to go for it, punt it, and let your defense do its work. And then, they've seen film. We got Eddie Torres. He's punting for us. And, hey, he's not a punter, but he's doing the job best he can.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well, that's about near impossible situation, too. I mean,
the Indian 35-yard line
to be 7, 8 yards deep into your own end zone. So the Titans start from the Vero 35. Toss is going to go right side for Scott. Scott past the 30 to about the 29.
Yeah, his little toss pitch to the right, and he was just kind of biding his time, looking for a hole, and then he was able to hit it.
That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Man, Vero Beach came out, opening drive of the 3rd quarter, 80 yards. Tyler Aronson runs it in from 20 out. Didn't get the 2-point conversion, and pretty much after that, it's just been punt, punt, punt. And that's where we sit at the end of 3. Treasure Coast leading by 2, 14-12.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
The mission of the Fighting Indian is excellence, teamwork, and consistency. The same holds true for the McCall Agency, Inc., a local independent agency and broker and 4th-generation resident of Vero Beach. To learn more about their insurance products and risk management, 772-473-6856. And their site is McCallagencyInc.com, serving the Treasure Coast since 1956.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by HBS Glass. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Hey, thanks for joining us here at South County Stadium, home of the Treasure Coast Titans as we enter into the 4th quarter. Treasure Coast with the ball and the lead, 14-12. Paul Tipton, Matt Paris, Derek West, and Don Dexter here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Region 3 semifinal. Winner of this gets to move on to round number 3. If Vero Beach wins, they will face the winner of DeLand and University. And Vero Beach would be on the road for that ball game. 2nd down to the left side. Pickup of about 3 on the carry.
Quarterback just does a little spin, and he's pitching to the guy behind him, and then becomes the lead, one of the lead blockers. So you're talking about literally 10 guys blocking for the one running back.
And that's Gabriel Avon with the run. Brings up 3rd down and 2 for the Treasure Coast Titans. Just getting started in this 4th quarter. Handoff off the right side, and it'll be a 1st down as they bring in number 9, Kramer. And he leans forward enough for a first down for Treasure Coast, as they're now down into or near red zone territory. About a minute and change into this 4th quarter. It's a 14-12 lead as the Titans trying to see if they can milk clock and also get down in here and get a score and maybe put it out of reach of Vero Beach. At the 21, 1st down and 10. Handoff off the right side. Following some blockers is Damari Scott to the 15.
Yeah, that was a simple off the right side, and we just had tremendous job by the Titans on that right side of pushing us back. We weren't able to seal the edge. The linebackers got hit, and they picked up a nice big chunk on that 1st down.
Yeah, picks up 6, brings it up 2nd down and 4 at the 16-yard line. Atwell from the gun. Receiver in motion, going to get the handoff off the left side as Davis trying to get to the edge. And what a good pursuit by Wesley, and fumble. Rivers picks it up. He's going the other way. 40, 45, 40, 30, 20, and tackled down around the 19-yard line. Holy cow.
Just when you think, Paul, it's going to go get out of reach for the Indians, and they come up with a fumble. It looked like a strip fumble, and Rivers picks it up and takes it almost the whole distance.
Yeah, that was a good 75-yard return by Rivers. That puts them right at the 20-yard line. I guess that's where they're going to mark it, right at the, actually they'll put it at the 19-yard line. So they are in the current flooring red zone. So now offense, 66-yard return by Rivers.
Boy, I tell you what, that was a great play. Dunk ball, and then we had someone coming in and just lighting them up. Man.
Handoff from Osby, right side. Octavian able to get close to the 15-yard line.
That's a run by 44. Osby off the right side. Good gain of about 4. 2nd down and 6.
So they'll pick up a good 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Vero Beach, as they'll spot it at the 15. As we're about to hit 9 minutes remaining left here in the 3rd quarter. Score is 14-12. Treasure Coast with the lead. Handoff again. Osby off the right side. Hops over a player down the sideline. Touchdown, but hold the phone. There's a flag.
Right side.
Yeah, right now, a coach is going nuts on the sideline.
Let's see what it is.
And that's going to be in the area typically of a hold. We got fans throwing hats. There's the people that are all upset over there. We'll see what the call is. Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
Got an illegal block in the back on the Indians. That's going to take them back from
legal
the
block
spot
in
of
the back.
foul.
Yeah, I couldn't see it from over here for where we are, but that's going to negate the score. What a move by Osby. He hurdles over a player, then on the right side, and got into the end zone. And it might have been a good call.
Yeah. So in football, what you're allowed to do is if you're engaged with a block and you're blocking, he turns his back on you, as long as you're still engaged, you can block him in the back. The problem is, don't give the ref a chance. Just back off.
So that will put Vero back to the 20-yard line. Second down. Aronson, he wants to throw, pressure coming, and he's going to be tackled down near the 29.
Yeah, they brought a blitz, looked like, and man, just when you think it's going good and something happens.
Big play with the sack by number 42, Rocky Manny. That's a big loss.
Good call by Coach Jones.
That's right.
Timed blitz.
Down and 20 for the Indians.
We could not block it.
Yeah. So we go from scoring a touchdown to coming back and
now you're looking at third down and about 19 here.
Let's get within field goal range.
Aronson looking to throw. He's going down the sideline. He's got a receiver in the area. That's got to be pass interference. Man, there was a collision right in the end zone and no flags.
Pass falls incomplete.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Two defenders right there on E.J. White, and man.
I don't, that is the definition of pass interference. He has a chance to come back for the ball, and they do not allow him to come back.
So fourth down.
We're going to go for a field goal.
Vero Beach kicker on to attempt a field goal.
Marson.
Field goal will be
looking like a third. It looks like about a 44-yard attempt here.
It's a 44-yard attempt.
Snap is down. The hold is down. Is blocked. Treasure Coast returns it almost to midfield.
Return back by the Titans.
Well, the kicker does a great job of actually keeping them from scoring. But, boy, you talk about momentum change. We go from scoring to coming back to blocked field goal. All right, it's time for the Indians now. The defense, They did it once. Let's do it again.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. So, interesting turn of events here in this fourth quarter with 7:47 to go. It's a 14-12 lead for Treasure Coast.
They came right up the gut to make that block.
So the ball spotted at the 46. Toss going right side. And the Titans push into Vero territory to the 48.
Yeah, just a little pitch back to the right. And you got the guards, you got everybody pulling to the right. And once again, that's typical Titan stuff. Big first down.
4 for the Titans, just across midfield at the 48-yard line.
So it'll be a pickup of 7. A good 6 yards. Make it second down and 4. Treasure Coast will take its time. Toss again, right side is Scott. Past the 45-yard line. It'll be just shy of a first down.
Looks like quarterback just did a little spin deal and pitches it, and it goes and is your lead blocker.
There'll be a third down and 1.
And bring in big number 9. I would imagine number 9's probably going to get the ball.
You think?
Yeah.
Up under center, turn, handoff, and 9 does get it. Boy, we hit him at the line of scrimmage. Did we stand him up? Pollock comes out of there along with Alford. And he lost about a half a yard there. It's fourth down. I got to believe Coach Jones will go for it here.
Oh, yeah. This is fourth and short?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fourth down and a yard for the Titans after the loss on third down.
Well, I think everyone in the stadium knew number 9 was going to get it.
All right, here we go, folks, on a fourth and short play here. Toss, right side, and the Titans get it. Not by much, but they get it.
They do. They like that play so far right here. Quarterback spins out,
Pitches it, becomes lead blocker.
And that's another Titans first down.
So that gives the Titans another opportunity to just keep milking more clock here.
5:44 left in the game here at South County Stadium.
But there is a timeout, so we'll step aside. Vero Beach is down late here in the fourth quarter by 2.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been Fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. We're online at villagebeachmarket.com.
Treasure Coast with new life here after getting the 4th down conversion. Going to hand off a counter off the right side. And we'll go out of bounds around the 33-yard line.
Number 3, Jamison Davis.
That's Davis with the carry.
For a gain of 8.
Well, they set you up with that little toss, and they fake the toss and come back with a little reverse. And now they got you where they want you in a 2nd and short when they can just eat the clock up.
Yeah, the only thing he did wrong on that was go out of bounds.
That's right.
Stops the clock at 5:38, but it's 2nd and short. Toss is going to go right side. Past the 30 to about the 28-yard line will be enough for a first down.
So right now it's 5:28 to go in the game as it's clicking down. And, Paul, unfortunately, if they do score here and they kick the extra point, that means we're going to need 2 possessions. That's going to be tough.
And that is a little bit tough.
Wait, let's get a stop right here. Let's start with it. First down, let's get a stop. We got timeouts.
Coming up to 5 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Handoff off the left side, and there's a stop. Wow.
Jay-Sean Hendricks coming.
Hendricks.
Paul, he's been in the as playing that defensive end. That time they actually had him as a linebacker. Man, he just came in and read it well. Big first down stop.
Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 11.
So a loss of 1. It makes it 2nd and 11. But right now, I'm not sure Treasure Coast is all too concerned about being behind the change as much as they just want that clock to roll.
Oh, there's no doubt. You got a 2-point lead. You got a good kicker. Field goal. Field goal makes you score a touchdown to beat you.
Clock's at 4:18 and counting. It's a 14-12 lead for Treasure Coast. Now,
delay
a game. So that'll back them up 5 yards.
And it stops the clock.
And it stops the clock. So that'll help a little bit. And looks like they're going to take a timeout as well, I guess.
Not sure.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, no, he's saying no timeout.
Yeah, no. Treasure Coast started heading to the sideline like it was a timeout.
Well, we have a little break in the game. Don't forget, make sure you have your ride here at the end of the game. It's the perfect time to call your ride and make sure they're not here, or they're here when we're ready to go.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 16. Handoff, Davis, left side. He's caught in the backfield again for another loss.
Jay-Sean Hendricks again.
Wow, Jay-Sean all of a sudden playing on fire.
Timeout by the Indians.
Stops the clock at 4:03. Now Treasure Coast looking at a 3rd down and probably what, about 20 or 22 here.
Oh, my goodness, Paul. Just watching a little replay on Jay-Sean. I mean, you talk about reading it and just going. That's like, you get your keys and you go for it. And, man, that's several big plays by this young man.
All right, well, if Vero Beach can I got to believe, Matt, in this spot of the field, that for Treasure Coast, this is 4-down territory. I'm not sure that, I mean, they look to me like they might be a little bit out of field goal range from here.
Well, yeah, but you got to think like, okay, do I go for it? Look at I don't know. Let me get my words out. I probably punt and try to do a pooch punt and pin them back and make them go the full distance.
Sure, yeah. All right, 3rd down and long. Play action. Atwell running out, looking like he wants to throw. Now he's going to run. That's Roberts, to the 20, to the 15. Shakes, got a block, trying to get to the end zone, stays on his feet, and will score.
George Roberts off the right side, runs all the way back across the field. Touchdown!
George Roberts with the run. 37 yards. Pretty much just sealed the deal.
That's pretty much going to do it, Paul. You got 3:48. Well, it depends on what they do here. If they happen to miss this PAT, but man, what a just a play. They're just seasons right there. You got a chance to seal it, and the Titan young man just did the job there, trying to pass the ball, nowhere to go, and then he just runs it for a touchdown, and we can't catch him.
DeLeon getting set for the extra point.
If he makes it, yeah.
And it does. So it makes it 21 to 12 now
in the game, your score.
with 3:48 to go here in the 4th quarter.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club card dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
Smart, stylish, fly, these are the words of Dapper. Joey's Downtown Dapper, a barbershop that provides more than haircuts. They provide a fun experience with a local flavor. Owner Joey Lucchini is a lifelong resident of Vero Beach, loves supporting local charities, youth sports, and Fighting Indians football. Joey's Downtown Dapper, 2005 14th Avenue, downtown Vero Beach, a supporter of Christian FM. 54 yards, 9 plays. 37-yard run by George Roberts into the end zone and makes it 21 to 12. Treasure Coast with the lead with 3:48 to go in this 4th quarter. And the kickoff caught right at the goal line. That'll be a touchback, so Vero Beach will have the ball at the 20.
The end zone.
All right, Matt, this is a really uphill battle here now for Vero Beach.
Well, it does. You got to go down and score, leave yourself some timeouts and some times to actually have the onside kick, and then go down and score again. At that point, you'd only need a field goal. But right here, we got to score, and we got to. It's not. You don't have to score like within 30 seconds. I mean, you can get some first downs.
That would be nice.
But that would be nice.
Yeah. 4 receiver set. Got twins on either side. Aronson from the gun. With a peek to the sideline. He's looking to throw, left side, fires. He's looking for Simmons. Simmons will catch it right around the 27.
Yeah, just a little quick out on that side. They're going to give us that. We were able to get out of bounds, which was nice.
Gain of 6 for the Indians.
Pick up 6 on that, make it 2nd and 4. And they're going to call it incomplete.
That's a great defensive stop right there.
Yeah, it was.
Pass broken up by number 20, Elijah.
They've seen that enough.
With the big hit. 3rd down and 4.
I believe the PA announcer got it wrong. Elijah Anderson does not play for Treasure Coast. So it's 3rd down and 4. Lancefort in the backfield. Aronson. Right side, he was going to try to run it, and he got rocked. Well, here you go, folks. 4th down. No sense in punting the ball. You might as well go for it here.
Backfield by guess who? Number 9, Richard Kramer.
My guess is they brought Lansford in to actually for that swing pass.
I thought
it
so
looked
too.
like he had a little room
Yeah.
out there too.
Fourth down, 7. Aronson fires, hits his receiver, White on the right side for the first down.
All right, get out of bounds, first down. Keep the chains moving.
So that is a Hummingbird Care Services first down.
Pass complete to number 11, Ephraim White. That's
Got
gonna be
12
enough for the
yards
first
on that
down.
catch.
1st and 10 at the Indians'
2:55 left in the ball game. Vero Beach down 21-12. Aronson sizing up the field, takes the snap, looking out of the pocket to the right side, trying to get to the sideline, and will get out of bounds.
Nice job by the big guy. Tyler just lowering his shoulder and going, yeah, defensive back, I've got you. I'm just going to hit that. He just scrambles off the right side and picks up another first down and gets out of bounds.
Actually, they're going to mark him, I think, a little short.
Oh, it looks like it's a little short. Okay.
At the 44-yard line of the Indians.
So they're going to give him 9 out of that. It'll be 2nd down and 1. This time we'll send trips to the left side. Aronson out of the pocket to the left, trying to scramble to the sideline. Now he's trying to stop, and he thought he could get by this defender, and that wasn't a good idea.
Oh, and he's going to say he was still in bounds. Clock is going to continue to go.
Aronson tackled inbounds.
The Indians got to hurry up now. Oh, they're going to take a timeout here.
That's going to force a timeout by the Indians. 3rd down and 5.
That'll stop the clock at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And Vero Beach is going to be looking at a 3rd down and 3.
On that one, I know he's trying to get the first down on that, and you're just a hustle play, but you could just throw, once you get out of the tackle box,
Just throw it away.
just throw it away.
Yeah. Yeah, hard to blame him. He's used his legs a lot
Yeah,
tonight
absolutely.
and made some big plays, including a touchdown.
That's right.
So now Vero Beach will make its way back out on the field. The ball at the 41-yard line of Vero. 3rd down and 3. 2.5 to go in this ball game. Vero down 21-12. We'll send trips to the right side. Aronson, keeper, trying to go to the right side, and he's caught at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, great defensive job. They actually was like a I don't know if it was an RPO as much as it looked like just an option. He was either going to keep it or give it. He decides to keep it, and there's nothing going.
The Indians got to hurry it up now on 4th down. Here's the season right here for Vero Beach. Twin receivers on either side. 4th and 4. Tyler directing traffic. He's got time to do it. He's going to fire, looking for a receiver, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Falls incomplete.
Yeah, 2-2 had a chance at it. He's going to want that back because that ball, Tyler had the time. He's directing traffic. He tells 2-2 to go to his other side, and 2-2 just can't come up with it.
Turnover on downs. That's going to allow the Titans to come out, and all they need to do is just kneel down a few times, and this game will be over. Of course, 2-2 still on the ground. He might have landed on the ball. Got the wind knocked out of it, probably. So for Vero Beach, now reality will start to hit in. It was close.
It was. You know, you had the touchdown that's called back, and that just changed everything. The momentum just
had a touchdown called back. You had what might, pass interference call that Vero fans will be questioning for quite some time.
And then the 3rd and long, and the Titans were able to not only pick up the first down, but score.
Yeah.
I think Vero's only got 1 timeout left, and so this will be it. Just take the knee, and it's over.
Yeah. Titans line up, push forward. Flag is down. Little activity in the backfield here. We'll see if this is, it looks like it's going to be against Treasure Coast. A sideline warning, maybe?
Not sure why they're calling a push.
So aiding the runner.
Aiding the runner.
Oh, wow.
That's going to come back.
So in high school, maybe you're not allowed to do the old tush push.
Yeah, I guess not.
Now, you're not allowed to grab the runner if he's behind you and pull him forward. But I thought
you could push forward, but yeah. Evidently not.
Yeah.
So that'll
That's
push
be a 5-yard penalty.
A 5-yard penalty against Treasure Coast. And it just slightly delays the inevitable here.
It's a formality now. Oh.
Titans again will just surge forward. And for Vero Beach, they'll take probably their last time out and 2. So while we have a few moments here, let me thank some people here. We'll have our Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show with some final thoughts. But while we have you with us, I want to thank those that helped make this broadcast possible and our sponsors, people like Cafe 66, Barker AC, Molinary Pools, Ahana Water Systems, Central Assembly, HBS Glass, Longevity Rehab, Dog Training Elite, Geno's Nutrition, Total Golf Carts, Pro Elite Rehab, Village Beach Market, Paris Chiropractic. Wow, really? Chuck Bateman, Scott Sporting Goods, Mazzarella Auto, Reliable Septic, McCall Insurance, Joey's Downtown Dapper and Dipper, Genesis Church of Vero Beach, Caps Pizza and Pub, Midas of Vero Beach, Comfort Zone AC, Kern Flooring Company, Hummingbird Care Services, Hogue Realty, and, of course, Roy Bell Grading Services. Coming up with the postgame show here in just a little bit is Treasure Coast again. Just pushing forward, and we'll get that clock rolling here. It's 1:15 and counting.
Well, Paul, you look at the season and you look at the Titans. We knew that this is what they do. You got to take advantage of the opportunities that you get. We had 4 possessions in the first half. We actually had 5 in the second half, and you got to take advantage of when you get the opportunity. We had the strip, and we had the fumble. We went all the way down, and you've got to take advantage of that.
So for Vero Beach, they will finish the season 9-3. Lose in the second round of the playoffs to their district rival, Treasure Coast. Titans will move on to the third round next Friday night, and that game will actually be here.
That's
as
right.
the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
They get to host the game. And the winner out of the DeLand University game will come here for the region final.
See if I can find that.
So you start out with 32 teams in Class 4S. 16 teams tonight. Next week, 8. As the Titans, clock is at 32 seconds, and one more knee will take care of this.
Yeah.
So
you look at the season overall.
Yep.
It's you make it to the second round of the playoffs.
That'll do it with your final.
Only 32 teams made it out of the however many teams there are in Class 4S. and Vero Beach was one of them.
Remember, Titan fans,
Unfortunately, the road for Vero Beach stops here at Treasure Coast in South County Stadium with a loss to the Titans, 21-12. Stick around. We got our Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. This is Fighting Indians football.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Welcome to the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. I'm Paul Tipton along with Dr. Matt Paris, Derek West, and Don Dexter here tonight. It was the region semifinal, matching up Treasure Coast and Vero Beach. And in the end, Vero Beach cannot get the win tonight. They lose to Treasure Coast 21-12. It was a hard-fought ball game. And there were certainly moments, Matt, where it looked like Vero Beach might pull out a win here.
We had the opportunity. Titans are going down. They're going to score. We strip the ball. We get the turnover that you're looking for. They don't have a lot of turnovers. We get that turnover. We go down. we score. It gets called back. Okay, maybe that was a legit, maybe block in the back. Then we have an opportunity in the end zone. There's a pass interference and no call.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we go for it. Now we get a sack and we have to go for a long field goal. That gets blocked. And just a big momentum change that Vero had their opportunities.
They certainly did. And, boy, you just felt like when Rivers picked up that ball and was racing trying to get to the end zone as fast as he could get there. And, look, the young man did everything he could to try to get a score for us. And then, of course, it looked like we had a score. And it was a legitimate penalty. But certain things just don't go your way sometimes. And that's the case here tonight for Vero Beach, as their season will now come to an end. They'll finish 9-3. And, we're disappointed. But still, it's been a great season. I hate to say it like this all the time. It sounds like we're always like trying to find all these positives, but truthfully speaking, we have such a great program here. And 9-3 for a lot of schools is an unbelievable record.
Oh, without a doubt.
And so I think sometimes we can all get caught up in the fandom of things and lose sight of the fact that there's several things. One, we have such a great opportunity and great program here. Don't want to knock that at all. And in the end, you're talking about 16, 17, 18-year-old men that are out, young men that are out here on the field. And you know what? Part of this, actually a large part of this, should be about just having fun.
Oh, without a doubt it is. And these young men come out every day at practice, the stuff that we don't get to see, we don't need to see, and they give it all they've got. Then they come out here in the game and they just lay it all out for themselves, for each other, for the fans, for Vero Beach, and it's special. And
you're losing your voice, aren't you?
I am. I got so excited tonight.
Well, we'll try to keep this short and sweet here tonight because, there's not a lot to say when you're coming off a loss, and especially when your season comes to an end. I'll let you know that the Durfee's Heating and Cooling final stats for tonight. Total offense for tonight, Vero Beach finished with 206 yards of offense to 212 for Treasure Coast. That's how close of a game this really was. And, a couple of points here and there. Who knows? Who knows if Marson makes the field goal, it becomes a 15-14 ball game.
Yep.
And, who knows? Maybe Vero Beach walks out of here with a win, on a 1-point win. You never know. But we won't know because, in the end, Treasure Coast did what they needed to do to get the win. They made the most of their opportunities, and they got to win 21-12. And I know there will be a lot of debate and whatnot, whether it's on social media or whatever, but, in the end, okay, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't.
That's
It's
right.
just that simple. And so it's always a pleasure being with you guys. We so enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. I can't thank all of the people who make this broadcast possible enough. And they tell me that, by the way, that I can't thank them enough. I'm just kidding. First, I want to start with the guy who couldn't be here tonight, and that's Gary Paris. And Gary is really kind of the engine that makes this whole thing run. He's been doing this a long time, and he's a lot of fun to be around. And we certainly, have a lot of laughs at his expense. But he's a great guy. It is. He makes it easy for us. But Gary, sorry we couldn't get you a win tonight. I know you're going to be disappointed. But hopefully tomorrow your Knights will get you a win and maybe make it feel a little bit better for you. So I want to thank Gary for all he does to make this broadcast possible. And then, of course, his wife, Bobby, and what she does with doing all these interviews with moms, with the program and whatnot. I mean, it's always interesting to hear the perspective of the moms and with these players and whatnot. I got to thank our video crew, starting with Jay Kendall, Devin Ingram, Brian Lewis. These guys do a great job of trying to put all of this together for us each and every Friday night. And then our camera guys from Ian Salvatore, Keegan Ingram, and of Preston Lloyd. This year we added with a new camera down on the sideline at times, and guys were like doing double duty at times. You running the camera up on the booth, or sometimes running down on the field with the camera, or whatnot. These guys do a great job of trying to bring the game to you each and every Friday night on YouTube. Then I got to thank my wife and my daughter who help out at the studio back at Christian FM, Kelly Tipton and Jacqueline Tipton. We can't get on the air without you guys. Thank you so much. And then the guys that are on the air, from Derek West and Don Dexter, who helps out with stats. And then, of course, GT, Paris, Matt Paris. You guys, you make this job fun and easy. So I appreciate you guys doing all that you do to make this broadcast possible. And most importantly, I want to thank you, the fans, for joining us each and every Friday night. We see, especially with the YouTube, we can see all the analytics and we see where you guys are watching from. It really means a lot to us that you spend your Friday nights with us, and we don't take it for granted. And we look forward to having another season with you next year, and we'll be looking probably at the spring game and seeing, what's the next wave of Fighting Indian football going to look like. So, man, it's always a lot of fun. It's always hard when you have to end on a loss, but, here's the reality. There's only one team that finishes the season with a win. This year, it's not Vero. So it's always a pleasure. We thank you for joining us, and I want to thank all of our sponsors for joining us each and every year. We can't do this without you. And we're going to wrap things up here tonight. I want to thank John Hamilton, our executive producer of Christian FM Sports. He allows us to be able to do all of this fun stuff each and every Friday night. And he reminds me that, hey, this isn't your day job, okay? Go back to your day job. So that's what I'm going to go do now. And we'll be looking to do some more sports here in the not-too-distant future, so stick around with us. Hey, want to say thank you so much. Good night. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And enjoy your holiday season. Good night, God bless, and as always, go Indians.